Right. My goodness. Right, howdy everybody. We'll be starting very soon, couple of minutes or so. So hold your horses. We'll be starting at 3 o'clock. So hang on till then while I just make sure everything's put in the right place. And this doesn't go in there.
Hey, well met.
Hello, well met. Goes 57. What's up? How you doing? Hope you're well. It doesn't go in Breath of the Wild. Sorry, Tears to the Kingdom. Doesn't go in there. Didn't even know I had a folder called that. Right, what I've done today is I have dropped the what was it? The what do you call it? The tone. I've dropped it down so it's a bit deeper. So hopefully that'll be okay. Starbucks yesterday. Carl may not make it. Okay, right. Thank you, Ghost, for letting me know. Right, let me write your names down then first before we start.
Hello, Jeffrey.
And hello, what was it? Jeffrey Giordano. That's it. Hello, Jeffrey. How are you? Hope you're well. Giordano. Okay, we've got two in there, but no Carl. Never mind. Right, we're on to a decent game now. Not one with too many puzzles. Right, okay. This is where we were last time. Although I don't know if I'm ready to start yet. So, yeah, it's called Chasing Echoes. Serana and I are trying to locate her mother, Valerica, who may have one of the Elder Scrolls. Our search has taken us to Valerica's laboratory, hidden within the ruined tower of Castle Volginar. According to Valerica's notes found there, she has likely fled Tamriel and entered the Soul Cairn, a dimensional plane of Oblivion. In order to pursue her into the Soul Cairn, Serana and I need to recreate the experiment that opens the portal to this strange place. So, we found the journal, we've done all the rest, we gathered the ingredients, we're all ready to start. So that's how it ended last week. So I hope you enjoy us on Skyrim Saturday. And howdy, partners! It always takes it out of me, that. First of all, I decided to drop a few things on the floor. Because it was kind of hampering the style, because I want to be as light as possible. And I haven't got a terrific amount. I mean, I've got a load of arrows on me, but they don't weigh nothing. I made a pickaxe, and I'm always tempted to get rid of the pickaxe, but better not. I tend to carry all this because I generally need it in case I, do a bit of alchemy on the way. So I tend to keep those. That one, is handy for the speech, isn't it? So I tend to keep all these. I could drop that, but I'll probably never find it again. That is just, I always forget that, I don't know why I'm bothered with it. And that is for when I'm smithing. So you could say I could leave that behind. I mean, I could leave that, there's all kinds of options. But I don't think I can really drop anything else, so we'll go with that. I've got some ingredients on me, but I could do a little bit of alchemy. Hang on, before I start, just to get rid of a couple of ingredients. Where is the alchemy table? Isn't it around here somewhere? Alchemy. Right, okay, let's do this. Let's just make a couple of potions. Let's do that first.
Just to let you know, on one of my earlier runs doing this quest, I could not get Serana do her part with the ingredients.
Sounds a bit funny, the speech. Oh, right, okay, yeah. I mean, I don't know why people say there's so many bugs in Skyrim, Never found that, ever. What I want to know is how come this thing was supposed to fix them all, how come they haven't fixed them all? Yeah, I know I've got terrible ones for alchemy, I know I have. But, do you know, I haven't really got round to doing anything with the alchemy. Or anything else for that matter, due to a certain thing holding me up. So maybe... So let's, do some, fortify health, health, all this kind of stuff. We'll do the health ones. Do those. Let's get a few of these going. 98. Sounds crisp. Right, won't do too many of the blister warts. Right, imp stools. 98, that'll do. Okay, oh, I've unlocked it. See, that's how I do it. I just do it naturally like that. You know, I let it naturally do stuff. No wimping about. You know. That does a bit of both. Alright, we'll do that. Couple. What else do we need? Stamina mostly, isn't it? Let's do some claws. And some crabs. Well, hang on. I'll usually look to see how many's left. Right, there's 3 of those. And there's 3 of those. Right, check them both. Because then it may unlock stuff. That's what I do. And you can stick it if you don't. That's what I do. I always do that. And then sometimes you unlock stuff. It's just a natural way of doing it, you know, without any condemnation of any kind. There you go. And it just naturally do it. That's how I've always done it. I never kind of experimented really. A couple more. I do. Right. Okay. Right. Okay. That's got that. Right. And a couple more health. Blisters and say that one. Right. I do. Let's not go overboard. Let's do that one. Okay. That'll do. Right, I think that'll do. I think we've got all we need. Right, okay. Nice and quick, to the point. Let's hope I messed it up now with Serana. So let's get going. Now, of all the... I love this DLC. Okay, I can't remember now. Is it a Dragon... It's not Dragonborn one, is it? What's the other one called? I don't know, I forgot what the name is called now. But, yeah, I'll drop all that on the floor. So let's hope this works. Please, the unofficial patch, make sure this works. Well, it seems to have worked so far.
Then the rest is up to me. Are you ready to go? I'm not entirely sure what this thing is going to do when I add my blood.
Can I ask you something first?
Of course. What is it?
Are you married? Sorry. What will you do if we find your mother?
I've been asking myself the same thing since we came back to the castle. She was so sure of what we did to my father. I couldn't help but go along with her. I never thought of the cost.
Sounds like she did everything.
I guess even a vampire mother is still
Background might be an explosion.
About all of us. But she wanted to get me as far away from my father as possible before he really went over the edge.
We won't know until we find her then.
Yes, you're right. I'm sorry. I just didn't expect anyone to care how I felt about her.
Calm down.
Thank you. Are we ready then?
Well, just finishing my cup of tea, to be honest. Right, go on then.
Here goes.
Alright, ready? What's the moment of truth? Hang on.
By the blood of my ancestors. She actually did it. Created a portal to the Soul Cairn. Incredible.
You know, it's always with trepidation that I go into here, because when I get in there, I get lost. Made some brownie points with Serana. Oh, did I? I don't know. Right, I've got to go down there then, am I? Who's looking at you? But I always get lost in this place. I've got to talk to Serana first.
Are you alright? That looked painful.
It is painful. It was what happened.
Now that I think about it, I should have expected that.
Oh yeah,
Sorry.
yeah.
It's hard to describe.
Bit of blood,
the Soul Cairn is, well, hungry.
Hungry, yeah. I forgot that.
It's trying to take your life essence as payment.
So there's no way in there, may as well give up.
There might be.
Okay, we'll do another
I don't
quest.
think you're going to like it. Vampires aren't counted among the living. I could probably go through there without a problem.
Are you saying that I need to become a vampire? Are you just kidding me?
Not your
Here for a little
choice,
bit.
I guess.
Here for a little bit, says Kyle. Kyle, I'm trying to drink a cup of tea here.
Hello, Kyle.
Thank you, Kyle, for coming in. I've got the stuff falling off here. Plate. Where was I? There has to be another way, Serana.
Hey,
Maybe. We could just pay the toll another way. It wants a soul, so we give it a soul. Yours.
Go on then. Wouldn't that kill me?
My mother taught me a trick or two. I could partially soul trap you and offer that gem to the ideal masters. It
Partially.
might be enough to satisfy them. It would make you a bit weaker when we travel through the Soul Cairn, but we might be able to fix that once we're inside. Maybe.
What do you mean, maybe? Are those my only options?
I'm sorry. I wish I knew a better way.
So did
Something that
I.
would be easier for you. Just know that whatever path you choose, I won't think any less of you. Sometimes things just have to be done.
Oh,
I know
shame.
that better than anybody.
Yeah, don't we? Alright. So, I don't want to be a vampire.
Just head out then.
Just that right.
I'm
Okay.
wondering what my mother got up to here. She definitely wasn't trying to keep the place clean.
Alright. Soul trap me. I won't feel right as a vampire.
Are you sure?
Hate
I'm
'em.
willing to do it, but
Hate
you
'em.
need to think it through. You'll remain mortal, but
I've
you'll
done
find
it.
yourself weakened within the Soul Cairn.
Alright, I'm ready.
I know this is difficult for you. I hope you trust me. I'd never do anything that could hurt
That
you.
touches my heart. Let's get over with.
As you wish. I promise
not
to
say
make this
that.
as painless as possible.
Gaze might be too
Hold still.
happy about that. Sorry, too unhappy. Right, we've got a weakened one. Right, now I should be able to go in.
Boneyard is even more fun since
Have
I
we got
have
no-
the
nobody
vampire
gonna-
house that I used long before ever turning into a werewolf.
Because I have the vampire house that I
Slightly
use.
smiling face.
Long behaviours and talk. Oh, right, okay. Yeah, we've only ever done the vampire once. The vampire lord. It's great fun. I must admit, it was kind of great fun. But it's just too many side effects. Too many disadvantages, I found. But I always hate coming in here. Because A, I get lost. B, I get lost. And C, I don't know where I'm going. So it's like... It's like everything looks the same. I can't tell where I am. All I
The
got is a
smell
map.
here. Let's try to handle this quickly.
Can you carry me loot?
Let's keep moving. I feel like we're being
She
This
can.
better not be all the things you just can't be bothered with.
Hallelujah. Am I already given you my loot? Looks like I have. Okay, right. Is there anything out of loot I can give you? No map. Yeah, that's the only thing I don't like about this. It's like it doesn't mark anything. You know, and I don't mind not marking, but you know, there's not marking, isn't there? Right, let me put all my stuff back on. Bows.
I almost got turned into a vampire just yesterday after a random group of
Oh
vampires
dear.
attacked me.
Yes.
Face with simples
Got to
on
keep your
mouth.
mind on it the whole time, haven't you? Yeah. Right. Okay then. I don't think I've got anything to give any, but it's like I get complete. You know, I've got to go by the map, or else. Got to be careful when fighting vampires. And I just on the map.
There it goes.
All it shows is like a filled in bit. Doesn't really show a lot. Right, first of all I'm going to do this. And harvest some souls. It's always a good place to come. And then we're chatting to random people.
How could they trick me like this? I was one of Rieman's court
I
wizards.
agree, Ghost.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So do
Keep
we
some
all.
cure disease potions or some hawk feathers in your inventory at all times.
Yeah. Right, yeah, I just tend to... I think I'll just go east. I think we'll cut to the chase and just find Valerica. Because if I go off and start to find Arvak and all that lot, I'll get a couple of these. We are going to need a few of these if we get those horrible places. But I don't think we'll have too much trouble. So I'm generally just going to go east. Now, I don't know what the map says. Is it pointing me in any particular direction? See, that's all you get is that.
There
And that's
is a
like it.
marker in your HUD.
Where? Oh, yeah. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah. Good point. All right, okay. I'm just going to cut to the chase, and we'll just go there rather than get sidetracked. Because I still haven't found all the books from my very first playthroughs. Because it's like such a drag to come in. Because I don't know where I got them before, and I don't know where they're going to be now. So I mean, I I'm friendlessly, you know.
Is that your exit?
Yeah, this is it. You know, I always got to think, right, whatever way I've gone, because you can't even tell which is the exit. You know, apart from just retrace your steps, like that. Don't even say what that is. You know, so that's the only way you know back is that. If you start filling this out, you ain't got any idea where you go back. It's like the opposite of where you're going now, I suppose. So I find it a little bit of a minefield coming in here. I always hate coming here because I just get lost all the time. And I just get so bored I just come out in the end. So that's what always happens.
Hilarious story hyphen once I went into the Soul Cairn and didn't talk to the guy looking for Arvak, and the quest didn't let me turn in Arvak's S.
Yeah, right, let's follow Arvak first of all. Right, let's follow him. I do believe this leads to it. Well, if I find it now, that'd be the quickest I've ever done it. It could be in there. Right, okay, this is where we got to like open these things in it. Don't nobody tell me. You know, I try and work them out. Is it this one where you go up? Right. This one, right. It looks like a frosty colour. So I'm gonna take a gamble on frostiness. I haven't got destruction here. I mean, I could do just like a frosty thing, I suppose. Don't think I've got anything frosty, have I? Frostbite. I mean, it's not really our thing. Hang on, let's see if I've got a frosty arrow. Fire. Haven't really, have I? Lightning.
Arrows or spells work.
Yeah. I didn't look as though I got anything frosty. So I'll have to use the spell then, which I don't particularly want to use, but you know, here's to nothing.
See you all later. Victory from Lol. Slightly smiling face. Take care, Kyle.
No? Is it the wrong one? Right, okay. That worked. Whoops. Got to put my hands away. All you can hear is the lightning. Oh, it's a chest. I wonder what it was. I thought it was a table.
Need a bolt type spell.
Need a bolt type spell. A bolt? Is it a bolt? Well, you can get frosty arrows in, you know.
Or not.
Right, black soul gem definitely. That one will have. That one probably have as well. So already, I can't, you know, can't carry much, but I'll give it to Lucy there. Well, I thought this was Arvak's stuff. Arvak? Wherefore? Alright, okay, alright, okay, he's leading me here. Thank you. Right, hang on. This is the guy for Arvak, isn't it? So that's where he was leading me. I've forgotten that. Oh, I found a page. Yeah, I think I'm up to 5 or 6 on my original character. Right, always.
Well, look what we have here. Someone with flesh on their bones.
What's the matter, jealous? What's the matter with you?
Let's just say I sold something to a guy who turned out to work for a whole coven of necromancers.
Arvak does not lead you to his skull.
I'd like to know the ingredients were phony. Do I look like someone that would double-cross a necromancer?
So that's how you got here?
You got it. Horse, wagon, and all. Plopped here without so much as a word.
They're like that,
I
aren't
used to
they?
be one of the best traders in High Rock, you know. Oh, people would track me down just to see what I had for sale.
We could be heading there on Elder Scrolls 6, you know. Got anything left?
Very funny. And what exactly are you going to pay me with? Take a look around. Gold doesn't exactly win you any friends around here.
There must be something you want.
I'll tell you what. I appreciate what you're trying to do, so I'll play along.
Alright, I'll get a violin.
The only thing I see around here in abundance are soul husks. You know, those ugly
No,
fungus
don't tell me
looking
I'll
things
collect a
growing out
load
of the
of
ground.
those. Do you know how much they
Bring
weigh?
me, say, 25 of them, and you can rummage through what was left on my cart.
For what I can remember, it's not exactly that great what he's got on his cart.
Odds and ends I've gathered over the years. Well, used to gather.
I'm pretty sure we
before
didn't
all
get any
this
of it.
nonsense happened to me.
But, you know,
Tell me what you're looking for, and maybe we can make a deal.
I mean, I could be
If
wrong.
You have the husks.
Wow. I don't have them yet.
No husks, no sale.
No,
Guess
actually, we're a
you
nice
have some
lady, aren't we?
scavenging to do.
The name's not Saruman, is it? No, I won't say a word. I won't say it. Right, okay, which way are we heading? That way. So, yeah, whatever you do, you got to kind of go... Right, okay. What level? I think we're not bad on levels. Nearly 40, in fact. Knocking on a bit now. As far as I know, I think I did a bit of smithing. We have got this one now. Did I tell you that last time? So, I don't know, I can't remember if I did it, you know, I did it after the stream. I usually do things after the stream. Although I probably won't be doing that anymore. You know, there's a certain reason why I've been too preoccupied with something else. Yeah, I know, it's a sad state of affairs. So I'm just going to go straight for it, no messing around. And if we meet some horrible people on the way, then we meet them on the way. But it's generally, you know, dull in here. I mean, apart from that huge thing, and going the opposite direction going back, because the thing is, whatever, it depends which direction you are. When you come away from that, you could be heading this way, and then you got like, well, hang on.
I knew I heard something.
You're still not quite sure, you know, where, are you? So on, are
I
you?
knew I heard something.
Have you got one that traps souls on you?
You'd think a vampire would be right at home. If you think it'll help.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Have you got something that traps souls? Wow, you've got one of those. You're not really into that, are you? I don't think you should be using that one. I should have given you something that traps souls, isn't it? Never mind. We're not exactly desperate. So, it's like... I've got to try and remember, roughly, because, you know, the map is like... You know, it wouldn't even go very far. It's like... Is that it? So, all you can do is retrace your steps. But if I'm facing in the opposite direction, say over the other side of that, you ain't got any idea which way you're going. That's why it's so easy to get lost in here. Best to just come in, do the thing, and come back out. And then do the other bit when you feel like you want to waste 3 hours of your time doing nothing. You know, so although I like this whole DLC and the whole quest and all that,
Mother? Mother!
I'm just not, you know, places a bit, you know,
Serana?
not many
Is it really you? I can't believe it.
places of
How do we
interest
get
to
inside?
mark.
We have to talk.
Serana, what
Hello?
are you doing here? Where's your father?
He doesn't know we're here.
Hail and well met.
I don't have time to explain.
What's up?
I must have failed.
Or not?
Harkon's found a
Arvak
way
does
to
not
decipher
lead
the
you to his
prophecy,
skull.
hasn't he?
Think
No,
it
you've
all
got
is
it all
level
wrong.
based.
We're here to stop
Only
him,
thing I
to
do
make
in the Soul
everything
Cairn
right.
is find Serana's other. Finish that particular quest to free her and find
lost your
Arvak's
mind?
skull.
Please stop talking, I can't hear them.
You, come forward. I would speak with you. So how has it come to pass that
Wow,
a
I didn't even
vampire
go forward.
hunter is in the company of my daughter? It pains me to think you'd
What was the
travel
long
with
story?
Serana under the guise of her protector in an
Chatbot's
effort to
messing
hunt
up
me
early.
down.
Hang on. I'm going to pause a minute while you all chat away. Because that's the only trouble with this chat in the background, is it cuts the sound right down to the game, and then I can't hear them. I did turn it down a bit today, but Right, it does not lead you to a skull. Right, I couldn't remember how I found it. I think I just found it randomly the first time. But I thought I'd just follow that. And you never know. It's all level based. The only thing I can do in Soul Cairn is find Serana's other, finish that particular quest for it, and then find the skull. Yeah, that's really the only thing I do. But I would like to beat that guy that, you know, you got to kill so many of those main guys, and then you got to go for the big guy and the dragon. So I do like to do that. I want to keep her safe. This is not a ruse, Valerica.
Coming from one who murders vampires as a trade, I find it hard to believe your intentions are noble. Serana has sacrificed everything to prevent Harkon from completing the prophecy. I would have expected her to explain that to you.
Well, she did. That's why I'm here for the Elder Scroll.
You think I'd have the audacity to place my own daughter in that tomb for the protection of her Elder Scroll
Well,
alone?
obviously not.
The scrolls are merely a means to an end.
Really?
The key to the tyranny of the sun is Serana herself.
Yeah, I thought so. But what do you mean?
When I fled Castle Volkahar, I fled with 2 Elder Scrolls. The scroll I presume you found with Serana speaks of Auriel and his arcane weapon, Auriel's bow.
Special effects
The
allowed.
second scroll declares that the blood of Cold Harbor's daughter will blind the eye of the dragon.
Oh, it's poetry, isn't it? How does Serana fit into all this anyway? I think it's repeating, you know. Welcome, Jag. Hello, it's Saturday, is it? Hello, Jag, how are you? Chat box already messing up. Yeah, it's chatting all over the place. Hello, Jag, how are you? I hope you're well. I had a quick look on Nikaroshi, but I didn't really have a lot of time because, you know, I was playing something that I shouldn't be playing. How does Serana fit into all this, by the way?
Like myself, Serana was a human once. We were devout followers of Lord Molig Bal. Tradition
What?
dictates the females be offered to Molig Bal on his summoning day.
That's disgraceful.
Few survive the ordeal. Those that do emerge as a
Pursuing my
pure-blooded
happiness.
vampire.
Pursuing your happiness.
We call such confluences the Daughters of Cold Harbor.
Tyranny of the Sun requires Serana's blood.
Now you're beginning to see why I wanted to protect Serana, and why I've kept the other Elder Scroll as far from her as possible.
Alright. It starts to make a little bit of sense now. Are you saying Harkon means to kill her then?
If Harkon obtained Auriel's bow, and Serana's blood was used to taint the weapon, the tyranny of the sun would be complete.
I must do this one day.
In his eyes, she'd be dying for the good of all vampires.
Should we do it with this character? I would never allow that to happen.
And how
think.
exactly do you plan on stopping him?
I'm going to kill him. Perhaps her death is destined. Please, ghost. I'll kill Harkon.
If
I'm a
you
ranger, I'll
believe
kill him.
that, then you're a bigger fool than I originally suspected.
Your gaming
Don't you
stream,
think I
your
weighed
call.
that option before I enacted my plans?
What about Serana's opinion on this? I think she deserves a call on this.
You care nothing for Serana.
Yeah,
or
it's true.
our
Ghost.
plight. Whether or not you've become one of us in order to survive the Soul Cairn, you're still a vampire hunter at heart. You're here because we're abominations
What?
in your mind. Evil creatures that need to be destroyed.
What? In my defence, they kill innocent people and turn them into vampires. I think that's a good reason. Serana believes in me. She believes in me. Why don't you?
Serana? This stranger aligns herself with those that would hunt you down and slay you like an animal. Yet
What do you
I should
say?
entrust you to her.
This stranger has done more for me in the brief time I've known her than you've done in centuries.
True. Well said.
Dare you? I gave up everything I cared about to protect you from that fanatic you call a father.
Yes, he's a fanatic. He's
Yeah, he is.
changed. But he's still my father. Why can't you understand
you
how
saying?
that makes me feel?
Oh, Serana, if you'd only open your eyes. The moment your father discovers your role in the prophecy, that he needs your blood, you'll be in terrible
I'll kill him.
danger.
Don't worry, I'll kill
So to
him.
protect me, you decided to shut me away from everything I cared
Family
about.
issues.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
never asked me if hiding me in that tomb was
God.
the best course of action. You just expected me to follow you blindly. Both of you were obsessed with your own paths. Your
family
motivations
rare.
might have been different, but in the end, I'm still just a pawn to you two.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
want
that's
us to be a
true.
family again.
Well said, Serana.
But I don't know if we can ever have that. Maybe we don't deserve that kind of happiness. Maybe it isn't for us. But we have to stop him before he goes too far. And to do that,
yeah, we need the
Elder
Elder Scroll.
I'm
Please.
sorry, Serana. I didn't know. I didn't say I've allowed my hatred of your father to estrange us for too long.
Sorry.
If you want the Elder Scroll, it's yours. Your
About time.
intentions are still somewhat unclear to me, but for
I'm a good
Serana's
person.
sake,
I'm only
I'll
want to look
assist you
after
in
her.
any way that I can.
Do you have it with you?
Yes.
I can't see it
I've
sticking
kept
out
it
your
safely
pocket.
secured here ever since I was imprisoned. Fortunately, you're in a position to breach the barrier that surrounds these ruins.
What do we need to do then?
You need to locate the tallest of the rocky spires that surround these ruins. At their bases, the barrier's energy is being drawn from unfortunate souls
Yeah,
that
right.
have been exiled here. Destroy the keepers that are tending them,
Oh no.
and it should bring the barrier down.
Don't worry, we'll return
more
soon.
word of
They'll all
warning.
be dead.
There's a dragon that calls itself Durnehviir roaming the cairn.
Toast.
Be wary of him.
Toast.
The Ideal Masters have charged him with overseeing the Keepers, and will undoubtedly intervene if you're perceived
I
as a
have
threat.
magnificent arrows, aimed precisely by a skilled ranger.
Good loot on the keepers.
Good loot on the keeper, yeah. Why haven't you pursued the prophecy, Valerica?
Archon's vision is a world plunged in eternal darkness, where the vampire can flourish, and never again fear the tyranny of the sun. What he fails to realize is how much attention would be called to our kind if the prophecy came to fruition.
What sort of attention?
If eternal night fell, there are many who wouldn't stand for it. They would raise armies in attempts to return things to
Yeah,
normal.
Saruman's one.
The order of the day would be our destruction, until every
Yeah,
last vampire
sounds
was
like a
hunted
Saruman
down
mission.
and eliminated.
Maybe Saruman turn into a vampire lord. So you prefer living in the shadows then?
I do. It's how the vampire has survived for millennia, and the only way we can continue to survive in the future.
You're right, Serana. Can I leave the Soul Cairn? Can I safely
As
return?
you've been traveling in the Soul Cairn, your body has become attuned to it. Let's
Okay,
just
attune.
say a tiny part of you rubbed off on it, and in its place, a bit of the Soul Cairn filled the void. You should find no difficulty using the portal any longer.
Okay, right. I just minor dwarven boots. How did you become imprisoned here anyway? Just
When I
for
entered
a
the
laugh?
Soul Cairn, I had intended
Sorry.
to strike a bargain with the Ideal Masters, the custodians of this place.
Oh no. And what was the bargain?
I requested refuge in the Soul Cairn, and in exchange, I would provide the Ideal Masters the souls that they craved. If I had foreseen the value they placed on my own soul, I would never have come here.
Made a mistake there, madam. They tricked you, didn't they?
The Ideal Masters unleashed their keepers and sent them to destroy me. Fortunately, I was able to hold them at bay and retreat into these ruins.
Did well. You became trapped then.
Unfortunately, yes. Since the keepers weren't able to claim my soul, they had their minions construct a barrier that I'd never be able to breach.
That's tough. So you've been in prison here with all this time
Time
then?
has very little meaning to me. Consequently, it has little meaning to the Ideal Masters as well. I suppose you could call this the ultimate waiting game, each watching the other to see which will give in.
Okay
Be
then.
careful, and keep my daughter safe.
Right, well, we may as well enter which one's the furthest? Well, we'll never know, will we? Because the thing won't zoom out far enough. I mean, that's the point of a map. They don't even show you its destinations. I don't know about you, but you don't feel like they, you know, well, obviously, you know, it's in the four corners of some camera, out. Right, which is the closest? I mean, how would you tell? Well, I would say I'm gonna go left first. Let's go in first person. Right, tall. See, to me, I can't see anything really any taller than anything else. There's little tiny things taller. I mean, I'll go for that. You know, I wouldn't say that was any taller. Is it taller? I mean, slightly. Right, okay, just thought I'd do that one over there. I wonder what kind of soul it puts in. Anybody know?
Which marker gets bigger / brighter?
Yeah. Well, they all look kind of equally spaced, so I think that's is the bit with the you know. But you know, on the way, it's always worth looking in these things here. You know, on my original game, I kind of explored a lot of it, but sometimes I got so lost I couldn't find a way out. That's because I couldn't remember where I started.
Who's there?
Sorana, don't kill him before I get some souls, will you? Where'd he go in? Just in time. Of course, he's quick, isn't he? Oh, I love that. It's always a good idea to come here to pick up these things, isn't it? There's a Wrathmen! Worst kind now. Watch out, Sorana. I'll cuff you. Oh, I don't know why I keep shooting with this one. But I keep forgetting how many seconds it is. Ah! Don't worry, he's dead. No, he's not. Right, okay, I'll tell you what, we'll swap bows.
What have you got?
No, that's the wrong one. While still aiming beautifully. And then maybe swap it at the end, when we're getting near the end. Of course, beautiful aiming, Ray. Look at that. Oh, even the light armor went up. Best to let him hit you now and again, as long as you don't die.
If you get lucky, you can find the spells for those creatures.
What creatures? What creatures? What spells? Yeah, because I know nothing. It's kind of interesting, but it's a bit kind of generic, isn't it? It's a bit kind of it's all kind of similar. You know, that's my only complaint. You know, the rest of the DLC I quite like, but I know it's just a bit. I know. It's just lacking something. Well, it said it filled it with something. I don't know, I've forgotten which way I'm heading now. Hang on. Alright, okay, that one then. Right, okay.
Mistman and whatever the
Hang on.
skeleton was.
How come it's like... Oh, there. But... Yeah, usually I just go back to those places at a later date, you know, and, you know, if I want to, you know, get bored for 3 hours, you know, then I go and do that for 3 hours, you know, I mean, I'll click some of these, but I'll probably get too heavy by then. I should probably kill it before I get anywhere near it, won't I? Where is it? I mean, I'm just going around like a flaming circle. Boy, Mistman. Right in the face. Wow, I was good blocking it, you mean? Ow! You come at me with that kind of attitude at all. Alright, you got me there. I'll give you that. I'm getting away now, then. Right, okay, they're not big enough now. Right, okay. Waste of time. Right, again, I've got to look at the map because this is what I mean, you're fighting all this fighting and you just completely lose track of your markers. This one, isn't it? Yeah. Do this, sort that out first. What is that? That's one of them there, isn't it? Heal, right, heal. Good one, Ghost, thanks for that. Mark for death, you're definitely doing that one. Right, what have I got on the healing side? Have I just got fast healing, or have I got no... Have I got no fast healing? Honestly, because if I haven't, I will drip dry that. Wow, I haven't put that one on. Didn't mean to do that. Didn't mean to do that.
Where'd you come from?
Sort them out, wow, I don't have any magicka. I suppose I could put some points in Magicka. It's important at some point to... I'll tell you what, I'm thinking change bows and proceed in the backward direction. But don't worry, I keep staggering him. He won't stand a chance. Oh, I'm up against the... Oh. Alright. It's not a problem for a ranger with... Whew. Nice. What's up, Serana? Oh, sorry, did I leave you out of the process? I have to get you some spells as well. She's resisted it! She resisted healing hands? Wow, I can't believe I'm running out of Magicka. Maybe I ought to put a little bit in it. Cool, went quiet then.
Hailing well met.
I haven't really
What's
bothered
up?
that much.
No soul gem for those creatures. Mistman and whatever the 5-ton skeleton was.
Heal. Problem with the
She
server
is
now.
undead.
She's undead. Right. Heal. Right, I'll try this one. Wow, I must only have about 100. Is it worth bothering? Wow, can't even heal her. Well, I just say it makes my job a whole lot easier, doesn't it? Don't have to worry about her anymore. It's great.
Your spell heal live people.
Hang on. Is it repeating? Your spells heal live people. Oh, I see. Yeah. Yeah, good point. I never thought of it that way. Sometimes he's... Like, it's not even turning! This is what baffles me about this. Well, why won't it turn? It's like, look. It turns there, but not there. I mean, don't know about you, but that. Oh, sorry, that's not the run button then. Right, what's this?
There is a heal on that spell.
Looks like we're not collecting souls anymore. Strong, see, this is what the normal skeleton should have been like this. How come this guy with no armour on is resisting everything I throw at him? Just because his name's different than all the rest. Somehow it makes a lot of difference. Don't know about you, but I find that disappointing. Oh, wait a minute! And occasionally there's some nice bit of looty treasure. Now, what's this? What's this line
They
here?
designed the Soul Cairn to track characters.
Yeah, you could be right there. But well, first of all, we're having that. Magic and poison. Possibly. I might as well pick him up. Right, it's one of the pages. And the stilt strider bouncing me around at full gallop. Finally, with a neat assailant prayer, I realised the string. I released the string. God, blimey. The arrow sang through the air like a howling demon as it sliced its way towards its target. Finally, just as it crested the lip of Freudaida, the arrow struck in midsection. It let out a horrible cry and fell into out of sight. My cries of triumph were something. Hello, Chess. Welcome, Chess. I was just about to write on the tablet then. Hello, Chess. How are you? How does it feel to be back to full strength? Great, isn't it? Right, may as well take that because it's always worth a little bit of money, isn't it? What a nice seal. Hello, welcome. Relax, Serana. Right, now it's completely... It's like, you know, every time you have a fight, it's like you completely lose track of where you be. So I'll go there because I don't know which one of these things is pointing to what. I presume they're pointing to the 3. So I want that one. Now if I put a marker there, it won't work, will it? Of course it won't. Because, you know, markers don't work in this.
Getting lost in the Soul Cairn.
It's like... Yeah, that's my only criticism. You know, this could have been better, couldn't it? Map could have been better for start.
What do you want?
What are you doing, by the way?
How does anyone expect me to write my opus with all of these rude interruptions?
See what you mean? What do you
What
mean,
do I
anyway?
mean, indeed? If I hadn't lost all of the pages, I wouldn't be in this predicament, and we wouldn't be having this conversation.
Oh, then you'd be missing out on it, wouldn't you?
Wait, isn't that guy from Morrowind?
Wait, isn't that guy? Yeah. I was going to say that actually. This guy was in Morrowind, which I haven't really played, but he's near at the beginning of Morrowind. This guy is in there. Okay, so yeah, there you go. He reappears. Some of them do. There's just 2 or 3 that do reappear. Just tell me a little quick synopsis. No.
1 or 2 of my time couldn't hurt. I am Jiub. Some call me Saint Jiub. Others call me Jiub the Eradicator. Perhaps you've heard of me.
Yeah, I have heard of you, but I can only say nope.
I can't say that I'm surprised by your answer. Until I get my 2nd volume published, no
I
one
recognized his voice so fast.
Yeah. You're talking about a book, aren't you? What's that language?
I'd hardly call a 26-volume epic simply a book.
Oh, sorry.
Surely
Opus.
you've heard of the rise and fall of Saint Jiub the Eradicator, hero of Morrowind and savior of the Dunmer.
No, because I didn't get that far. I've only done about like 4 hours. Maybe a shorter tale is in order.
Maybe you should leave the writing to an expert. Stop making foolish suggestions.
Alright, I know nothing about writing. How is your work going so far, anyway?
Terrible. Simply terrible.
Oh dear.
I was in the midst of writing the 2nd volume, and they just threw me into this prison. It's unfair.
And what with the racket? Who threw you in here?
That damned Remora and his minions. They didn't even give me a
Which one
chance
was?
to explain who I was.
So it could be that this guy was killed in Morrowind? I don't know, because I only played a little bit of Morrowind. Apparently it's a lot of people's favourite, although it's quite old-fashioned and the quest system isn't great, and the conversation system is a bit archaic, but many people love it because it's so different. Had Remora captured you?
Well, I assume so. It cast a spell at me from some kind of strange black crystal. Next thing I knew, I arrived here.
Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Your soul was trapped then.
My what? Wait. That means...
Yeah. You're dead.
No.
Sorry.
All these wasted months. Or has it been years? I don't even remember how much time has passed. No, my work will never see the light of day. My name will be forgotten.
I'll remember it. Could I help?
Perhaps. Do you have a way out of here?
I do, but you can't leave that way.
Maybe I can't leave. But
Yeah,
my
exactly.
writings can. In order to write the 2nd volume of my opus, I need the notes from my 1st volume. Otherwise, I need to do all of this from memory.
Alright. How many? 10?
When I was tossed in here, I felt myself falling, and I dropped the pages I had been holding. There were 10 of them in all. Find them for me, please. I beg you.
Alright. Why would they attack you?
Well, that's a ridiculous question.
Oh, sorry.
Everyone traveling through here has said that the Oblivion gates have been opening all over Tamriel.
They were in Oblivion, yeah. But that was a bit before my time.
Has it been that long? Oh my.
Yeah.
Well, it started with the followers of Mabel's Dagon
yeah.
having Emperor Uriel Septim VII assassinated.
I was there.
Without a septim on the throne of the Empire, Dagon was able to leave Oblivion through the gates and attack.
That's right. So why was Dagon able to do this?
All I heard is that without a septum sitting on the throne of the Empire, the dragon fires in a place called the Temple of the One were no longer lit.
Exactly.
This meant that we were vulnerable to the forces of Oblivion.
So what ended up happening?
Well, I don't know. Everything seemed fine until that Dremora attacked me. I only heard later about the gates from the other souls. I can only assume the gates have been closed
They
by
were closed,
now.
yeah. By someone called, I think it was, can't remember if I was Ray or something, but I was Ray something. Where were you
I
captured?
had just moved from my ancestral home in Morrowind to the continent of Cyrodiil. I settled in the city of Kavach to write my memoirs and to find some
yeah, I've
peace
been there,
and
yeah.
quiet.
Not myself. Another character. Is that where you were attacked?
Indeed. One moment I was writing.
See, I can't remember if you was in
and the
Oblivion.
next, my door bursts open. It was a cadre of Dremora. The city
no,
was
not
under
a cadre.
attack. I took it upon myself to join the cause and fight the Dremora, thinking this would simply be another feather in my cap.
You haven't got a cap. Didn't work out that way, I assume.
The
Sorry,
reason
man.
I'm
Sorry,
standing in
throwing
front of you
jokes.
as only a whisper of my former self should tell you that. I never knew what became
Wait, he was in Kvatch.
Yeah, it was in Kavach.
without me.
It got damaged quite a bit. How did you earn the nickname, by the way?
Ah, yes. Say Jiub, Jiub the Eradicator, Jiub the Magnificent. I've earned a lot of those titles thanks to my campaign against the Winged Menace.
The Winged Menace. We know what the Winged...
I'm speaking of the Cliff Racer, of course. Wretched things.
Morrowind.
They used to crisscross the skies over Morrowind like vermin.
Yeah.
Nasty flying creatures
Flying
with a habit
creatures.
of sneaking upon the unwary.
So, what was your campaign against them?
After I was freed from prison, I decided to turn my life around. Give something back to the people of Morrowind.
Well done. Well done. Very good.
It became quickly apparent that the best way
Sorry.
I could help would be by wiping out the Cliff Racers.
Yeah. They're like huge like huge wings they had. Not bats, because they weren't kind of like that. But, they were huge wings, and they just used to come down and
Indeed I
they were
was.
unsuccessful.
I hunted down and killed every last one of them.
Well
Took
done.
years. The people of Morrowind were so grateful to have the roads safer again. They took to calling
Really?
me
Is that how you got your
Saint
name?
Jiub, and then the other names followed.
What's that? So you said you were in prison, didn't you?
That was a dark time in my
I'm
life.
just like recapping.
I did a lot of things I ended up regretting.
I've forgotten a lot about Jiub.
Maybe that's why I worked so hard to redeem myself once I was freed.
What did you do?
I murdered others for money. And before you think I belong to some romantic or secretive guild, think again. I was simply an addict who needed money for skooma.
Oh dear,
The stuff
terrible
wasn't
habit.
cheap, and murder always seemed to be in demand.
You want to join Dark Brotherhood then? How did you get caught?
I finally bit off more than I could chew.
Yeah, I'm like that with chocolate.
I was paid to assassinate some high-ranking official from House Redoran.
Oh, not House Better-Wrong. Oh.
What I didn't know is someone had hired the Morag Tong to kill him as well.
The Morag Tong! My God!
Exactly. He got to my target first and called the guard to cover his tracks. By the time I got there, the place was on alert.
Sorry, have a cup of tea.
Walked right into a trap and didn't even realize it until I was captured.
It's quite a saga, really, isn't it? So what ended up happening to you, apart from playing?
They tried me for murder, threw me on a prison ship, and sent me to the jail in Vivek City.
Been there.
Gave me a lot of time to think, that's for sure.
Nice place. Right, thanks,
Thanks
Jiub.
again for searching.
That was a
I don't know what I'd do
tremendous tale
without
of
my pages.
heroism and courage. Alright, let's move on. I'll see if I can pick up on those. I don't know what was going in those, you know, I don't know whether they're big ones, little ones, grand ones, you know, minor ones. I don't really know, to be honest. Off we truck, bow in hand. Might be cooking and trying to kill people. So yeah, it's these four things. But yeah, there's all these kind of little things lying around. Some of these locations.
Where'd you come from?
Is Arvak skull here? I shouldn't have gone into that mode, should I? Hang on. Let's get out of this. Get back! Foul fiend! Oh, do you need some help? I think you could, that's what I call help.
I knew I heard something.
She's a love, isn't she?
The message said.
What? Sorry, I'd already forgotten it. Kill the Boneyard Keepers. Yeah, he was in Kvatch. Yeah, Kvatch was quite heavily damaged in Oblivion. By the way, Oblivion, fantastic game. Yeah, Morrowind has a special place in Elder Scrolls lore because of the places. They're so different than normal Elder Scrolls. It's kind of weird, and everything in every place is completely different. And that's what makes them so special, I think. But although I like the places, you know, on a 360, you know, the conversation system was really clunky. You know, you just answer a load of questions, and one of them was the answer you wanted. So it wasn't really, you know, like it is in, say, Skyrim or Oblivion. It doesn't kind of flow as you speak. Stuff is on a pillar. Was that a hit? Because it came up then when I was there. So it could well be that it was here. I thought that, and then I completely forgot. So I'll let me check that location. Was it here? Because it should be. I think it's in one of these, not in one of these buildings.
The place was creepy and made me uncomfortable, so all I wanted was to do what I had to and get out now.
Yeah, I think it is kind of like that. It's quite depressing, although it's always a cool place. You know, it looks kind of totally different. It's like almost like a plane of Oblivion. It's just, you know, a little bit repetitive. You can't tell one place from another. May as well get all these and find out what that. You know, I got a feeling it's terrible loot, but well, I will soon find out. Is that the? Oh, it's a cow. I thought it was something else. Let's get these for a minute.
This is no place for you.
All right. Right, let's see how many I got. What are they called? Soul Cairn. S. Do you know, I found out the other day that you can actually speed this up by doing this. Do you know, I never knew that before. It's not odd. S. Oh, it's a miscellaneous? But yeah, you can just do this. Whoosh! Never knew that before. What's it come under? Could have sworn it was an ingredient. Please. What's it called? Soul Husk. Oh, was it A? Still not there. Am I blind? Please tell me I'm blind.
Food.
Oh, it was in food. Oh, right. Seems a lot odd. 23. Oh, I've got 2 more to go. Right, okay, 2 more. 1. Plus I'll need a few spare. Because obviously you need them for when you get to the nasty place. But yeah, somewhere around, I think it's, I don't think it's in like these stone things, it's in kind of little buildings.
115th video, the character from Battlespire is in the Soul Cairn here.
Character from Battlespire. Well, I never played Battlespire. I only played a little bit of Morrowind. Literally went to the first place, like where you start the game, and then I went to the second place, and then I kind of started making my way for the third place, and that was it really. So I didn't really get that far. I just found it. I kept losing. Don't worry, I'm going to cheat my way up here. I just found I had a job to keep hold of the main quest thing because it's so darn vague. It's quite vague to work out.
Around and around and around. I
yeah.
Tell where you are.
Oh, sorry. Well, I'm just trying to find my way in here because it's usually in a building. So really, it's a good idea to go in all these buildings because in one of them is Arvak's skull, and so it's usually, you know, like on a plinth or something, you know, somewhere like that. But it's a bit of a drag because you've got to go to all these places, and it's a little bit of a drag because they all look similar, and you get to a point where you don't know. It's out in the open. Yeah, well, it's been a while since I've done it. Right, you know, been a while since I've done it, so I can't actually remember. But I know some of these, you know, take you up to the upstairs, like that. Yeah, and this is where the thing is. So you got to start taking this food now, otherwise it starts ripping you apart. And then we open the chest, get that, and that. All right. So it didn't really help us at all. And then we go back down, which I think is somewhere. There should be a thing going down. Just got to find it.
Ray, did you become a vampire to reach the Soul Cairn, or did you do the soul by option?
I did. Yeah, I just did the, you know, I didn't become a vampire, no. I did the other bit where I got partially soul trapped. So we'll kind of just concentrate on getting to the 3 areas really, because I always find this is a little bit of a drag, you know. And because you got to like swap for, because it's like you got to go to that to see where it is. And then I find you've got to kind of go to that and try and point in that direction, kind of like that. It's kind of odd that it doesn't like refresh on the map. So hopefully they'll sort out a map for next time. I will worry about Arvak's skull and all that lot. I'll do that another day because it's such a grind having to find it, because you literally got to walk around this whole place, which you tend to get lost in. And in one of these buildings or outside somewhere. If you say it's outside, Ghost, then obviously it's outside, so I'm not going to argue with that. But it's kind of lying around somewhere. Usually it's by some object. So it's either these things or it's... Oh, there it is. Right, okay, I found it. Right, okay, oh. Hallelujah. Which is in here. And to be honest, you know, you were saying, Ghost, about...
where those skeletons attacked you.
Where those yeah. What I quickly lost track. Forgot what I'm looking at now. Oh, quests. Where's the one with find Arvak's skull? It's probably because I haven't talked to the guy yet, isn't it? I thought it would have showed me. Right. But yeah, I do find this, you know, deeply. Find it deeply. Who's this guy?
Arvak!
Oh, there he is. Right, he's right there. Right, okay.
His soul is free.
So that means it's just right near him.
He's such a loyal beast. Here, I'll teach you how to call him to you.
All right.
He'll help you get around this wretched place. But I'm sure he'd be much happier someplace sunnier.
Oh.
Goodbye, hero. Take good care of Arvak for me.
I will.
Such a good
I will
horse.
take care of him. In reply to your you know, you were saying about the, you know, the dark, is it Dark Brotherhood? and I was saying, you know, we want to kill them all. I'm still not sure what to do, because I've done it once on one of my Xbox things, okay, just for like, because I didn't know I could do it. Oh, sorry, Matt, sorry.
Who's there?
Some more. I hit him on the fly. I may have hit him on the fly. Oh, I could have took the arrows, never mind. Get back, foul fiend!
That'll teach you.
I may as well pick them up, they're free, aren't they? Since you killed after the Darkbearer, well, that's the trouble. Really, do I want to rewind all the way back to do that? Now, as regards to Shadowmere, I tend to always use Arvak, because Shadowmere, he doesn't, you can't summon him, he's just at a certain point, and I used to actually forget where he was, but I do know now that he's by the, you know, the Dark Brotherhood entrance. He's waiting there, because I found him on my 360 one day, and I thought, oh, so that's where he is. And he always returns to there afterwards, so it's a bit of a drag, because you've got to keep going back there to find him. Right, shit, I can say, because that's the end of the world there, so he should be just here. Right, okay, here we go. It's the second one.
The original DB location.
Now, the thing is, so I'm not sure what to do yet, Ghost, because I don't really want to go all the way back, to be honest. Because I'd have to, you know, I'd have to redo all this again. And I don't know if I want to do that, and I don't see why I shouldn't do it. I know I'm going to miss a few things, but I still haven't made up my mind anyway. But the thing is, I'd have to rewind and go back, and I don't know if I want to rewind and go back, to be honest. I can tell them because they're like this, real creepy, like. You know, I'm not really putting anything on them or doing decent arrows. Yeah.
Done and done.
But you get a nice black soul gem. It's a small pittance really for what you're doing. I'll tell you what, I'll turn the sound effects loud to you, because my god, they make my ears go funny. How do you turn there's audio in it, yeah. Is it loud to you? Because to me it's loud. I'll turn it down a whiff. I'll turn it down a whiff more. Tell me if it's too much. If it's too much and you want to hear it up a little bit, I'll put it up a little bit. You know, we'll have a community vote on it.
Sound in the cairn is loud.
Yeah, it is rather. Yeah, that's what I thought. Right, okay, we're back down on dry land. Right, we've got one more to go. I say let's go there. So we've got summon Arvak. So I've always used Arvak because he's summonable from anywhere. He looks quite cool as well. Probably Shadowmere is also just as cool. What happens to the soul in the soul gem when it is used? It's used up. The soul and the soul gem are used up, and they don't, you know, they're dead. But apparently, Ghost says if you drop them, and it's got a crummy soul, say you've got a grand soul gem and it's got like a petty in it. Apparently, Ghost says if you drop it, it empties it, and so you can put a better one in. They supposedly come here. They supposedly come. Well, yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, you could well be right there, Ghost. But I'm going to better quick save. That's a good idea. Did that. Right, we just got a little bit more to go. So we'll do this. We're about an hour in now. I think I may have found out what happened with the Tears of the Kingdom one.
Dragonborn gets the soul back after getting it slightly trapped.
No. I mean, I know what I know, but
Sirana or her mother tells you that info.
I usually forget it all. That's the trouble. What knowledge I did out of my maths is all flown back out again, unfortunately. But you know, in my 360 one, you know, I was looking at every single tower, every single thing, and then got completely lost into where the beginning was, because I was, you know, and each time I've gone back again, I've tried to, you know, search another area, you know, but I think I found what the guy gives you trade-wise.
There is a special gem you need to find to get your soul bit back.
To get your souls, to get your soul bit back. Right, okay.
All of y'all's answers made me kind of depressed. Now I feel bad for all of the NPCs that I saw trapped.
Yeah, that's right. Right, now I miss what you said now. Oh, I can't see that. Hang on, talk to him again.
Leave me be.
Alright, can I take that? Oh, yeah, I won't steal it if you don't want me to. But you're not exactly... Well, you're not going to need it, are you? So let's be honest. You're not going to need it, so give it to a ranger. I'll make good use of it. I'll give it to a local charity of my choice. Oh, I'll sneak here, shouldn't I? Right through the pelvis. Through the chest boot. Right, I actually got one. On the fly? Oh, it's a good fly there. Right, I actually... First time I've been sneaking. I may have given the game away. It is a depressing place, yeah. Sorry mate, you're not up yet. That counts as a sneak. Sorry. I'm just too darn... Wait! Hey there, Mr. Bowman! You get back! Back! Back to the abyss! Foul beast!
At Ghost 57 it really is.
At Ghost 57 it really is. Yeah, it is a bit depressing. I tend to, after a while, just trying to go, oh god, I just want to get out of here. It's like, does me head in. But you know, you get some nice soul gems in here, so it's always worth doing this. Right, looks like Frost again, doesn't it? Frost. F. I thought, because felt sure it was going to be Frost then. Didn't put it on my outbar, did I? Frostbite. I'm not really into frosting.
Like I said earlier, I just do what I need to do, then get out.
It can be a bit depressing, this place. And yeah, well, after a while, I was like, oh god, I just want to get out of here. You know, I wish it, you know, it could have been a lot better, I suppose, but.
You are a ranger. Use your bow.
What, you're saying that's a bow? A bow job? I know some are different things. I just keep going until I find it.
Same. This place is depressing and creepy to me. It makes me uncomfortable, so I just get what I need and do what I have to and get out.
It's not really helping. Am I doing this wrong? Something tells me I'm doing this wrong. I mean, I tend just to trying to do the rounds. Just try anything. You know, I realise I'm not doing frostbite, but that's the only thing I got. So I don't know, it could be that it needs electricity or something. Because, you know, I don't know what I'm doing with these things. I just make it up as I go along, really. We've got a few extras. Aha! Found a way in. That didn't really help, did it?
Wait, how do things even grow here?
Very good question. Right, okay, we've got to get through there. How do we get through there? Okay, we've got to go up there.
Magic or soul power?
Magical soul power, right, okay. Right, I've managed to get in there. I'm some kind of genius. Don't know how I did that. But yeah, that's just fairly obvious, somewhat icy, isn't it? You were saying about bow there, that's why I was So to do that then. Right, how do I get up there? Is there a rideable truck? There should be something that leads us up there. I've got to jump on this? No, of course you haven't. Of course you haven't, right? Hello, what's this? Oh, it's the thing sucking the life out of me. Oh, it is sucking the life out of me. Hang on. So yeah, I don't know what to do because I've already really gone past the point of no return. So I'm kind of thinking.
Red bar dropping.
Yeah. Wow, then regeneration on this is terrible, isn't it? I ought to put something in that. I wonder what this does. You thought I'd know, wouldn't you? No, I can't see this doing anything. Wow, that runs out really fast. Because somehow we've got to get up there. Ah, it could be that it's just outside. Some of them, I think they're outside. He said in the butcher's voice you could think of. Anybody know where it's? So I mean, it's like a minefield in there, and it's like you got no idea what you're doing. It all looks samey. It's like, what the hell did you do here? All you want to do is like get to the thing, and it's a dark, depressing road to get there, isn't it? If anybody, you know, would I like some help now? Although, does anybody truly map this area out?
You entered the Soul Cairn on your own, so you are on your own.
Yeah. How do I get up there? That's odd, isn't it? You just thought I'd be able to go up there, wouldn't I?
Where did Sirana go though?
That's a good point. Did I kill her? I mean, that would probably please the local community. That's a good point. Glad you brought that one up. Right, hang on. Hang on, may have worked out. It's around here. It's not, but
you did not open.
Yeah, there's something I didn't open. What was it? Stop sucking me life. Suppose, you know, it's like you ain't got any clue what to do on this, have you? Let's be fair. It's like right there. Although it's probably not there. Actually, it's nothing. Just got into this one. Right, hang on.
She got tired of Elessa going round and round and up and down.
Yeah. Right, we got kill number 3. Right, okay. So let's go for that. Obviously I was heading the wrong way there. Get a couple of these, we've got a few spare just in case. And then we'll kill these and then pick up the stuff off of there. Oh, right in the right shoulder. Like this one in the left shoulder. I don't think I'm that accurate. Ow! Mind. Wow, somebody's hitting me in the back, I think. So I'll move away from that person in my back. Who is viciously ripping me apart. Alright, now I've decided to take a potion. Realise I'm getting a bit low and the heart's beating. It's always a worry. Right, I think I'm alright. It's funny how they're grown. Who is firing somewhat filthy at me from all different directions? Is it you, Uncle Bob? Obviously the last one. So there's a road of them. Right, okay, oh, Conjure a Bone Man. There's the Conjure the Bone Man one. Not that we'll ever be conjuring. I'll take that just for a little bit of fun. See what's in there. Oh, 7 of them. one there. Whoops. This could be a delicate operation. Right, okay. Last one. Right, okay, we're going for the last. Right, are we going for the dragon? Even though we're completely pointing wrong. Right, we're heading over there, right? We got the dragon to come as well. I really enjoy the dragon fight, really, and getting Arvak's skull. Although killing the keeper is pretty sweet as well. So actually it's not that bad. I mean, I could make this really simple, you know. But, you know, I don't choose to. Yeah, you can look at me all you like, mate, but you're going down, along with you, you're going down. I'm not even going to pull the bow back, just to show how much you mean to me, which is nothing.
Soul gem in one of those containers. Lightning will strike it and turn it into a black soul gem.
I should be staggering you by now. Oh no, I've come up against a precipice! I've come up against a hill! Went up a couple of octaves there. Ah! Hang on. Just move back a little bit. You know, keep your range there. Keep your range. Have you got a soul gem one? Oh, nice one! I was just like, yeah, I had a feeling I might get a soul. Get off you! Now I don't know where the big man went. He went over here somewhere, but sometimes the blob doesn't appear at the exact blob that he was. Oh, don't tell me he slipped through the undergrowth. That better be him there. Oh, Serrano, what have you done with him? He was just here. Did he slide? He could be a slider. Oh, I don't want to miss that. I know what you're saying, I'm spinning around too much. Yeah, that's a good point. He should be here. Is he gone in there? Oh, where'd he go? Anybody see where he went? I was, you know, he's kind of there, wasn't he? I got past. Anybody see where the blob went? Well, I'm turning around now. It could be here. No. Could be there. Nope, I love that. It could be here. Nope, I love that. Or there. Nope, I love that. Right, okay.
Do not think you see a pile with his name I equals on it.
Yeah, maybe he just disappears. But they usually leave something, don't they? Usually leave some big prize for me to open. So I'm a bit upset at that. Then we've got to speak to Valerica. Valerica, wherefore art thou, Valerica? Right. So as last time we used frostbite, hopefully.
Who's there? I knew I heard something.
Oh, that didn't work. Oh, there's one up there. Whoops.
That'll teach you.
Thanks. So there's one up there. Look. It's trying to reach it, innit? That's the tricky bit. There you go. Maybe that's him. Nope. Right, okay, we're coming up to the Soul Cairn. Stand by. Data heart. Oh, lovely. Lovely. Not bad. I think we need so many of those. I think that's 700. It's not bad, really. So I wouldn't say it's the most exciting one, but as you all said, it's very depressing. And after a while, you know, you just get fed up with the thunder and lightning, don't you? Really. But I wish I could find that body. But maybe he just disappears. I mean, maybe he fell down here. Right, let's go back and find Valerica now. Let's get on with it. And if I mean, it's like where that guy is. If you could put some kind of marker down, where the hell was that guy? He was near the beginning, wasn't he? Actually, he wasn't near the beginning. So let's head back. Well, we can't head back yet because we got to see Valerica. But when we go back, which I've no idea where that is, but I'm presuming because this is why I'm not. It's because is it that way? Is it that way? I've got no idea, and because the arrow pointer doesn't help you at all in this game, it's just got a map that doesn't really show everything. I don't know about you, but I like showing everything. Not in public, but...
Get out while you can.
Are you the one? Alright, okay. Okay. Solid advice there from our fellow citizen. Right, now, I always like going in these things. Oh, look at this. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Death, destruction. Oh, come on, cuffed him. I know what you're saying. Put it all the way back, Ray. Well, actually, I will put it all the way back this time. But I don't always... What? How come they look identical, but that one's got like 3 times the energy? There's something to do with the velocity of light. Which I know a lot about. Right, run out of breakfast there. Want one more? Yeah. At lightning speed, that one. No messing around. She looks done and done, apparently. I get a bit sick of it, to be honest. But it's not her fault. Pardon me. Excuse me. That's you know, that's the. You know, they put all their effort into and yeah, and you know, you can't give them a million lines, can they? I mean, I wish you could. Right, get for the loot. Another daedra that, or another grand filled with a grand. I'll have that. May as well have the whole lot. I'm greedy like that. Don't hang around too long, obviously, because stuff will start sucking the life out of you again. But if you see any of these big places, go in, because they've always got something. Isn't that right, Serana? I'm gonna, you know, sort my health out. I'm fine. Yeah, come back in a minute. Right, let's go towards Valerica. There's usually a big castle-y thing with a gigantic dragon. And we'll run, I think. Usually I kind of have a quick look at these things just in case. I know what you're saying, you're rushing through it, but it can be a bit depressing this bit. But this is like, you know, the one big structure. Even this isn't marked on the map, although I could be wrong there. What, it's semi-marked. It's kind of marked, yeah, it's got traces of a building there. But even this is like, oh, you know, go in here. Is there anything? I mean, there might be stuff in here. I say it's always worth a quick look, but don't hover on it too long. Some of these are just lights, and some of these are things that whoop you up, so you can never quite tell which is which. I do love that though. Must admit that's rather a nice effect. Right, so let's get out of here then. But I tend to look through here, but I don't think I'll waste too much time today because we want to get inside, have a little chat with Valerica, sort out what's going on, get the Elder Scroll, take all her ingredients and get out of there. Hello, Mummy. Hello, Valerica. It's me again, Elessa. I'm a ranger.
You managed to destroy
vampire.
all 3 keepers?
It was
Very
easy.
impressive.
Alexa, stop please. Thank you. Very kind of you. Are you able to give us the scroll now? Bright eyes?
Yes. Please follow me.
Alright.
Keep watch for Durnehviir. With the
Awesome,
prison's barrier
Durnehviir,
down,
yeah.
he's almost certain to investigate.
Alright, don't worry. I've got me arrows. I'll tell you what, I might put a slightly stronger one in. I don't normally bother, but you know, I might put a little bit of effort in. Still haven't got many arrows, have I? This is why I'm always going for the same arrows, because literally they're the only ones where I've got any kind of number on it. I know what you're saying, I'll buy some. Do you know what? That's not a bad idea. Oh, this is a goodie shop, by the way. No, it isn't. Oh, there's a cure disease. I may as well pick it up, or I'll never look at it ever again. I'll take those because they're free ones. But we'll go into our laboratory in a minute. So I just keeps on walking about. Right, do you want me to go in? Oh. Well, I'll let her go first because she's our host. She'll probably rip our skin off in a minute. Lovely buns. Reminds me of Princess Leia. She wasn't a vampire, was she? And she was far prettier. And far more oomph. And yeah, good female, strong lead character. Of course, what we like, isn't it?
Wait.
You know.
I hear something.
It's Durnehviir.
Right, there he is!
Where'd you come from?
Right, you know. Men now are just toys to play with now. Well, I'll do it with that, I don't know why. Oh dear, that was off to a sound start. Right, watch out, we're going to get infested by huge amounts of dead bodies, but we can dispose of them in about 2 seconds. But first of all, I'm going for the dragon, because he's about to shout at me, and I'll move out of the way if I can. Durnehviir, it won't last long. It was a tomastic shot. Right, okay, wait. Now I'll switch to the crummy ones. Right, I'll put these on the hotbar, shouldn't I? So we'll switch to these, you know, for these guys, you know, we just need to go like that. Go like that. Go like that. Go like that. Yeah, I'm not even going to pull them back, to be honest. I don't want to waste the energy. Right? And then now and again we just throw one at Durnehviir. Just for oh, that's Valerica, I better not shoot her. Oh. Destroyed my aim then. Don't you bite Valerica! Although she's a vampire, I mean she should probably bite you back. I think we'll just worry about Durnehviir really, let's be honest. So I've never made arrows in this game, ever. I know what you're saying, that's ridiculous. Well, it is ridiculous. Now, you keep spawning stuff, you see. That's why I'm trying to kill him. Yeah, that's my top priority, because once, you know, once he's gone, you know, then once all the others gone. And there he is. Yeah, I can see that, that's why I'm not bothering. Although, I am actually. I didn't realise that was the wrong one, but I just threw anything at him. Not exactly difficult to beat, is he? Does he just disappear completely? I don't get anything. Right, it came up fractionally, but I got a feeling he doesn't give you anything, does he? Does he never give you anything? I thought he'd give you something. Should I look for the dead bodies? I mean, there's a few soul gems here and there. Just wander about, see if there's any dead souls anywhere. There's a puddle. I mean, they're all pretty crummy. He's a ghost, right, okay. Oh, is that why he looked that kind of orangey colour? It's a bit old for a ghost, isn't it? Apart from you, ghost. I don't think I'll do petted anymore. Comment, yeah. You can twist me arm on that one. Not too hard. I don't know where I'm going. I don't know why I'm being a little bit silly today. I'm normally quite straight on this character, so let's get back into the straightness. Right, okay, let's go and see Mummy. Right, Mummy's over here. It's got a lot of ingredients there, which may come in handy for a ranger. Well, Valerica, I've got shocking news. He died within about 2 seconds.
Forgive my astonishment, but I never thought I'd witness the death of that dragon.
Well, I'm a ranger. We're special. What makes you say that?
Volumes written on Durnehviir allege that he can't be slain by normal means. It appears they were mistaken.
Well, exactly.
Unless...
I'm a skilled ranger and I haven't even really put much effort into it. You wait till I smith this thing up.
The soul of a dragon is as resilient as its owner's scaly hide. It's possible that your killing blow has merely displaced Durnehviir's physical form while he reconstitutes himself.
You've got a point. How long will that take? 100 years?
Minutes, hours, years. I can't even begin to guess. I suggest we don't wait around to find out. Now, let's get you the Elder Scroll and you can be on your way.
By the way, I'd just like to praise Bethesda for coming in with these new animations, or 2 of them, for for Valerica and Serana, where they keep wandering about. Yeah, constantly walking inside. So yeah, that was a new one they brought in. So well done, developers. You know, that was for putting that effort in. I'm just going to pinch everything for a minute. I'll sell what I don't need. May as well. She's giving this up to us for free. I say if it's free, take it. I'm not even pointing at that.
You need to find your soul.
There's the Elder Scroll.
That's it. It's the last scroll. Come on, let's take it to
I'll take that. I won't bother with the bone mill. If you want to know about the effects of the Elder Scrolls, I'll take that one. And if you want to know about that, you know, Book of Life and Service. What does trapping your soul a little bit do to your character again? Well, it allows us to get into the Soul Cairn. It's either become a vampire. I'm not sure why the vampire thing allows you to go in there, but or you know, soul trap a bit of me. You've got to offer a bit of your bit of soul. Weakens you, yeah, weakens you. That's it. So we'll take that as well. So it looks like everything's good. So now, as Valerica was leading us to the Elder Scroll, an ancient dragon named Durnehviir swooped into the ruins and attacked. It proved to be a challenging battle. Really? But we emerged unscathed. So we'll talk to Valerica.
Now
Valerica?
that you've retrieved the Elder Scroll, you should be on your way.
Yeah.
If there's anything I can do before you depart, you must let me know.
Can you help me get my soul back?
So my daughter applied some of the lessons I taught her about necromancy.
Yeah, unfortunately she
Don't
did.
worry. I think I can help you.
I'm not going to chastise her for that. Good. I could use all the help I can get, Valerica.
Your soul essence was trapped inside a gem. When you and Serana entered the Soul Cairn, it was given to the ideal
Being
masters.
soul trapped causes the weakened soul ability to activate, which decreases magical health and stamina while in the Soul Cairn.
I missed that text now. Any idea where it could be? What's she say? Oh yeah. Oh, I see. So is that in my effects? I'll have a look in a minute, Goose. Any idea where it could be? Do you mind if I call you Val?
There's an offering altar not terribly far from here. I'm willing to bet that the gem you're looking for is there.
All right.
Is there anything else? Could be your last chance.
Give you a marker and I'll be off. You're staying here then? I don't blame him.
I have no choice. As I told you before, I'm a daughter of cold heart.
So if the Dragonborn touches the soul gem with their soul, they get it back.
Increases Harkon's likelihood of bringing the tyranny of the sun to fruition.
Yes.
Yeah, seems so. Yeah, because we're special. See. All right, we'll return for you when we can. We could use your help in Tamriel, actually. Do we?
As much as it pains me to send you and Serana back alone, I can't take the risk.
Oh, thank God.
Remember that Harkon is not to be trusted. No matter what he promises,
I think you're right.
He'll deceive you in order to get what he
Yeah, he will.
wants. And promise me you'll keep my daughter safe.
Oh, don't
She's
worry.
the only
We'll
thing of
probably get
value
married
I
at some
have
point.
left.
But Ghost, if we try to get married and anybody doesn't want that to go ahead, and I'm sure Ghost would be front of the queue.
Did you
then
have
obviously
anything to ask
won't.
before you depart?
All right, so I can safely return. So why don't you come back with us? Well, I think she just answered that.
Even if I could, it would only serve to hinder your efforts.
All right,
Harkon would likely sense my return to Tamriel.
Good
She
point.
was a daughter of Cold Harbor, just like Sirana, so either's blood could be used by Harkon.
All right. You said even if I could. Why?
Like Sirana, I am a daughter of Cold Harbor.
Yeah, but
A vampire offspring of Molag Bal. My presence in Tamriel would simply double the risk that Harkon could complete the prophecy.
and what if Harkon fails?
The only way I'd even consider returning to Tamriel was if Harkon were not only to fail,
I can do that.
but to
I'm a
be
ranger.
destroyed.
I was hired specifically to destroy him. You hate him a lot, don't you?
You must understand.
Do you not really
He's
understand
no longer
it?
the man I married all that time ago. He's obsessed. Insane.
Yeah, a little bit.
Everyone around him fears him as they would a rabid dog. For all of this to
I
end,
sense that when he turned into a huge bat. Okay, who are the Item Masters? I don't remember like 95% things that happened in the Soul Cairn. Yeah, it's kind of a forgettable place really, isn't it? Who are the Idol Masters? They're the ones that takes the souls, aren't they?
I know very little about them. They're mystic entities that lord over the Soul Cairn, controlling every aspect
Yeah,
from its
apparently the
fabric
Masters
to
are
its appearance.
subjects of the... What do they resemble?
Well, some necromancers believe they are the crystalline structures dotting the Soul Cairn.
Oh, really?
I believe there's more to it than that.
So do I. How so?
I think they
Ask
transcend
questions and someone in chat should be able to answer.
Oh, right.
Perhaps they were once corporeal beings, but they've obviously reached a point where they no longer require a tangible presence.
Right. And the crystals?
Conduits, through which the ideal
Yeah.
masters speak to their underlings and feed on their victims.
Why would they require sustenance?
The ideal master's weakness is their insatiable hunger for
Yeah.
pure
Bit
soul.
like Shelob.
It's the reason for the Soul Cairn's existence, and the only leverage a necromancer has when bargaining with them.
Bit like Shelob in her insatiable appetite for hunger, you know. Wanted all the three Simmerals, you know. What do the masters provide in return? Obedience? I mean, rulers?
The ability to summon powerful
Yeah,
undead guardians,
I was trying
as
to
one
get
would conjure an Atronak or Daedra.
Ah.
However, the majority of necromancers that are foolish enough to enter into a bargain with the ideal masters wind up here.
They end up just,
As
they're
harvesters.
just like a others. Sad, really. Right, thank you very
Farewell.
much.
Remember that Harkon's not to be trusted.
Alright, but I did trust him once on one of my characters. I think that's the VR one. And if I could get that to work, I would, but it's going to involve a lot of surgery. It's a bit upsetting to me because I want the VR to work, and I'm praying that Todd Howard and those lovely developers of theirs, God bless you, Todd, will bring it out on PSVR 2, so at least I could play it on vanilla.
Valerica just proved that I have been pronouncing Atronak wrong. So, check journal and see.
Atronak, yeah. Yeah, because I always say Astronaut for some reason. I always seem to say the name's wrong, but it's Atronak. I've been wrong. So now I don't know what it's. Right, there's the dragon. We didn't kill him. But he has tremendous respect for me now, because of what's his
Stay
pants.
your weapons. I would speak with you, Quinarin.
Thank you. I thought you were dead, Durnehviir.
Cursed, not dead.
Alright.
Doomed to exist in this form for eternity.
Shame. I can let you free.
Trapped between Laas and Enoch.
Oh, not Laas and
between
Enoch.
life and death.
Shame. Didn't you just try to kill me?
The hostility was necessary. I was bound to an
Oh,
oath.
in that case, I forgive you. Why are we speaking, Durnehviir?
I believe in civility among
So do
seasoned warriors, and I find your ear worthy
Thank
of
you,
my
I've got lovely ears.
words.
Yours are
My
quite nice.
claws have rendered the flesh of innumerable foes, but I have never once been felled on the field of battle. I therefore honor name you Quanarin, or Vanquisher
Thank
in
you.
your tongue.
One of my many titles is Thief Slayer, Ringmaker, Barrel Rider. I found you equally worthy though, Durnehviir. I don't think.
Your words do me great
That's alright, I was
honor.
laughing underneath that.
My desire to speak with you was born from the result of our battle.
I'm not surprised you got thrashed.
Quanarin.
Sorry, I
I
mean
merely wish to respectfully ask a favor
anything,
of you.
Durnehviir. Always wish a boon to my vanquished. What kind of a favour would you like, Durnehviir? And name
For
it.
countless years I've roamed the Soul Cairn in unintended service to the ideal master.
Yeah, terrible. Terrible business.
Before this, I roamed the skies
Did you?
above Tamriel. I desire to return
I'll tell you what.
there.
I'll summon you. What's stopping you, Durnehviir?
I fear that my time here has taken its toll
no.
upon me. I share a bond with this
Is this the one
dreaded
where you can only summon him
place.
3 times?
If I ventured far from the Soul Cairn, my strength would
Oh,
begin to
yeah, I
wane
think it is.
until I was no more.
Oh, that's a shame, Durnehviir. I mean, you put up a solid effort. How could I help?
I will place my name with you and grant you the right to call my name from Tamriel.
It will be an honour, sir.
Do me this simple honor, and I will fight at your side as your Graze Mazen.
Graze Mazen?
And teach you my Thum.
Alright. Just call your name in Tamriel, is that all?
Trivial in your mind,
I
perhaps.
know you have to summon him 3 times for
Yeah.
a shout.
A great deal.
Oh yeah.
I don't require an answer, Quanarin. Simply speak my name to the
Oh,
heavens.
well, in
when
times
you
of
feel
stress,
the
I will
time
call
is
you.
right.
Which is not going to be very often, to be honest, although I might be hovering on death now and again. Why do you call me Quanarin?
In my language, the Quanarin is the vanquisher.
Oh, okay.
The one who has bested a fellow Dova in battle.
We've learned one. Is that a second one? Fellow Dover, I am not a dragon.
You are the Dova King,
Yeah, we
the
are
Dragonborn. You may not be one of us.
Not sure after the 3rd time if you can summon him again.
Yeah, I got a feeling it's only 3 times. I must admit I forgot all about that on my original character, and I think I may still have one left, because I don't know, I didn't want it to end. How did you end up in the Soul Cairn, Durnehviir?
There was a time when I called Tamriel my home.
Oh,
But those days have long
it's
since
a nice
passed.
place, isn't it?
The Dova roamed the skies, vying for their small slices of territory that resulted in immense and
Yeah.
ultimately
Same here on Earth as
fatal
well.
battles.
Nobody seems to, want to live with the other, Were you a part of all that, Durnehviir?
I was. But unlike some of my brethren, I sought solutions outside the norm in order to maintain my superiority.
What, you went to the chemist?
I began to explore what the
Solution.
Dova call Alok Dylan, the ancient forbidden art that you call necromancy.
Alok Dylan. Not Bob Dylan. Sorry, I'm being silly today. So you caught the Soul Cairn. So you sought the Soul Cairn for answers then.
The Ideal Masters
Please excuse
assured
me.
me that my powers would be unmatched, that I could
Liars.
raise legions of the undead.
Wow, they got
In
that wrong.
return, I was to serve them as a keeper, until the death of the one who calls herself Valerica.
Oh, unfortunately, she didn't die. They didn't tell you she was immortal then.
I discovered too late that the Ideal Masters favor deception over honor,
vicious
and
lot.
had no intention of releasing me from my binding. They had control of my mind, but fortunately they couldn't possess my soul.
Well done. Is that why you're free now?
Free? No.
Oh.
I have been here too long, Quanarin. The Soul
After learning all
Cairn have
words,
become a
the skies
part
of
what
Kizaru
I
are
am.
mine again.
I
Or,
can
you
never
give me
fully
freedom
call
from the
Tamriel
enslavement of the
my own
ideal
again,
masters.
or I will
Thank you.
surely perish.
Right, hang on.
I only hope that you will allow me the precious moments of time there through
Well, I feel
your
sorry for him.
call.
So, I will do that for him. After learning all the words, the skies of Kanzea are mine again, or you give me freedom from the enslavement of the ideal masters. Thank you, or I rejoice in my freedom, if only for a moment. Well, thank you, Ghost, for that. That was, is that what he actually says? Wow, that's fantastic. I didn't know that. I will call you again at some time. I'll probably forget, but it was a valiant effort. It's a pity it ended so
Yes.
so easily in my favour. That's fantastic, Ghost. I mean, I'm overwhelmed by that. See, I'm slightly overwhelmed now. I'm being silly today. Sorry about that. So much as I would love to stay here, you know, for another hour, you know, and get all those pages, I'm just like every other Skyrim player out there is like, please take me out of this depressing hell.
Soul Tear, I think.
Was it Soul Tear or something like that, isn't it? Yeah. Let me have a look at that. Wrong one. Big head in the way, get your stuff made out of the way, right? Ah, there it is.
Your soul.
Oh, we got to unlock it. Well, luckily I've got 3 souls. Finbed your soul. Oh, find your soul. Find your soul. Right, there's one. There's 2. Should I use it? Hang on, just check us in.
You just have the some 9 ons shout.
Just have the. Right, I may as well have all 3, then I can have them 3 times. Right, let's but yeah, I did on my first play. I did try and, you know, go into every area that I could, and then when I went back the second time, I tried to fill in the gaps. But I never truly found all those books.
Valerica was literally a vampire until
You didn't realise that Valerica was literally a vampire until it was too late. Yeah, yeah, you're right, Chase.
You need all 3 words to summon him.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Thank you, guys. I forget all this stuff. You see, it's too much going on in my head. I don't know if I've been here before, but soon find out. I haven't. Why, that was worth going there. Hang on. Oh, we've already got that one. So, it is worth looking in all these places. The only trouble is, are not to be trusted. No, no. They just feed off of other people. So, oh, hello. There's something down there. Right, we want to go down there. Without dying, of course. Which is the easiest way down there. There isn't an easy way down. Right, let's have I got, it's probably in here, isn't it? Have I got become ethereal? I must have become ethereal. I'm gonna do that. Fine! Just to make sure. And then we're gonna try and get out of there.
Check your journal to see if you have a quest to retrieve your soul.
Turn the town now. I've got to bring it to Dexion. What's that? Yeah, I'm not sure what to do about that. The trouble is I've gone too far forward now. There's no way back. Well, it just says learn the first word. Summon Durnehviir. Retrieve the soul. Oh, what's this? Is that the one ghost? Retrieve the soul essence gem. Is that it? I mean, how are you supposed to tell where that is? So I'm going to look in here a minute.
Where'd you come from?
They're coming out of the ground! Get back, Mr. Boney! Watch it! Hang on, just want to swap the other one, you don't mind. Oh, don't kill him, you... I won't say it. I won't say it. It's one of Jupiter's pages. Oh, what? See, I would like to know what that says all the way through, you know, like read the whole thing all in one go. So, I've always wanted to find all the 10. What the message said, well, the message said...
Yes. If you want to be full power. You are in a weakened state right now.
Oh, here we go with the text again. Right, okay, you are... Oh, I'm in a weakened state. Alright, let me check that. No, I don't believe what it said, but I just want to check that, because I must admit I never noticed that before. Oh, yeah. Well, I never knew that. I mean, I might have noticed it before. Because I might, you know, eventually, you know, at some point I'm going to go in there and look at it, I presume. But I would never have, you know, thought that. But, you know, I don't always look. So, yeah, I do, you know, I'm still trying to find those 10 pages, and eventually I'll get around to doing those 10 pages, because I've done just about everything else I can possibly do now.
That is why your magicka dropped so fast.
You could ask me so not... Yeah, I was thinking, is there, you know, can I just not do it by just not, you know, just not... I could, like, not continue doing it, but that wouldn't really get me anywhere, would it?
I never found all 10 pages.
You never found? Yeah, I think like a lot of people, there's another page. They tend to be in like a, you know, a little place like this. Remember, in the end, 76 cliff racers were slaughtered. I was knee deep in their corpses and my body on the verge of collapse, but I had survived. I smiled to the heavens and all went black. When I awoke, I felt that I was back on a cold stone floor. Every muscle in my body was on fire and my vision was blurred. Slowly, I tried to climb to my feet. It took several agonizing... I would like to know the rest of that sad tale. Don't know why I picked that up. I don't know, is that worth picking up? I'll pick it up, but if I find anything better, I'll drop it. But usually, as I'm on the way back, and you know, if I see something that might be slightly interesting, I just go, oh well, yeah. I'll go in there.
Death is but a door.
If nothing else, there's loot, so it is worth having a quick look. Right, okay, we're back to the beginning. Where was that guy who was selling the stuff? Well, I think we'll leave it there, because this is what I mean. Because you can't mark anything, you can never find the people that you were trying to find. Because I would like to get rid of the 25 soul husks. So yeah, anyway, I was heading in like a northerly easterly kind of direction. So let's do it like that. You put me thinking cap on.
Thought you were going to get your soul back.
Oh yeah, well I am. At first I thought I just want to head in this general direction so I can meet the guy that said about the things, although I probably went in a completely different direction. But I just go forward a little bit. See if I can see that guy with the cart.
Just step into the painting, he said. Yeah, sure. Like it's that simple.
This is the guy in Oblivion, where you had to step inside of Oblivion, into a picture. There was a quest where you step inside a picture, and you enter the world of the picture. It was a fantastic quest. This is why Oblivion, you know, it's got such really good quests. They're so out there. They're really excellent. I'm just going to have a very quick look, that's all. Alright, okay, I give up. Because I don't want to spend all day doing it. Apparently I'm exploding people now. It's fair off, isn't it? You never know where the blob is, do you, half the time? So I think we'll go back then. Alright, let's go back. Because I realise this can be quite depressing. I remember I was doing it on VR, it was really dark. And, God, I got a way to get out of there. So let's go back then. Now, the soul gem thing, I think is... It says it's here, but I don't know if that means it's on the local map. Oh, yeah, it is on the local map, okay. So it looks like it's on the local map. So let's go back into the Soul Cairn. Horrible tale. Tell you what, Breath of the Wild, there's a huge thing we got to go into. Oh, not Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom. Just admit, the puzzles are all beginning to get a little bit puzzling in it. I know you haven't done in the free time. Oh God, what is it with YouTube? Every time they they do an update, it just keeps going wrong. I don't know why they have to keep redoing it, or they can't show it again. Seems ridiculous to me. Sarana, can you carry stuff for me? I'll try and get back to you someday, because I think you're going to whiz off now, aren't you? Right, I just wanted to see if she could. I'm going to pick up all this stuff, although I should have got her to pick it up. Really, never mind. Especially the vampire armor, because if you're a a mage, you know, that master armor is a good one to get earlier on.
Check your effects and
like level 30. Check your endurance if you have a. Oh God, this Texas just goes crazy, doesn't it?
All right, let's see what you have.
All right, I'll put it on. I won't be able to, you know, after a while she can't, you know. So I'll give her all the stuff, but I probably won't be able to get it back for about 3 years, because I might keep that one. Because you can't like have her as a friend anymore, so it seems obvious to give her that, not her on mage, and then we just give her the. Although I won't give her this. No, well, you can have a dragon bone. That's quite heavy. I like the eerie, creepy sounds. See what I mean? I'll give her that as well, because then I'll be just under. Right, Sarana. So now, what do we do now? We go back to bring both of the things back to Dexion. I still think I have got one Elder Scroll on me on my original game, and I can't seem to get rid of it. So that's one of the other bugs I've got. Most of the bugs I've got are just things that have been done, but just don't tick it off, really. It's only about like 1 or 2 that actually never fulfilled its destiny.
Read my last text.
Oh yeah, about the effects, yeah. Is it in this part of the world or not? Because if I tick that quest... Oh, it's because I haven't done that. Right, okay, let's... Well, it's not even showing me. So is it in the Soul Cairn or not? Because I mean, this is showing me nothing. Right, okay. It is here. I've got to go in there then.
Quest marked.
Has she got it?
Yes.
Right, so I've got to go down here. I thought we finished it.
Yes, Soul Cairn is where your soul is.
Right, okay. Thank you, Ghost. What would I do without you? Probably give up, wouldn't I? It's like good luck trying to find it. It's like... Well, I'll head that way then. Hopefully we'll find the man with the cart. I think I went to the right first, so it's probably to the right, but I'm not going to try and retrace my steps because I've forgotten it. Keep doing that. And I can't remember if I've done all the, you know, I think I did all the keepers, but I don't know if I did anything to do with the masters.
That's down by 45 points.
So is it through there? How would I know without it not telling me? Now, have I got to go inside the big chunky castle? Don't know why I'm in a silly mood today. I've entered a silly mood day today. I get like that sometimes. By the way, all you Hogwarts fans, I would like to say I'm sorry about the other day when I completely lost it. I got stuck on that, you know, the main mission puzzle, which is the only downside of the whole game, is those main mission puzzle things where, you know, you've got to walk down the big, long, huge rooms with the, you know, and going across the gay little paths that kind of unravel themselves in front of you. And, but those main mission puzzle things are so darn boring. They really are boring. That's my only criticism of the game. The rest of it has been absolutely fine.
Why can't I just die? I fear I'm cursed to walk this desolate land forever.
Well, I wish I could help you, madam. I really do. Being a ranger, I would try to get you out of that, but it's a little bit too late, unfortunately. But yeah, I kind of lost it. Got frustrated and I said I'm not going to stream it for a bit, so I think I'm going to take a rest from it just to wipe that from my mind, because I got really frustrated. I did actually, afterwards I did a 20-minute video where I got past that particular bit.
For second time, check to see if you have Hunter's Discipline in Archery.
Hunter's Discipline in Archery, so it'd be in my effects. Hang on, it'll be in all of them, a minute. So is it in effects, Ghost? I presume it is. Hunters. I can't see it on effects.
Skills.
Skills. So that'll be in what? Archery? Hunters, yeah, I have, yeah. Yeah, I do have Hunter's Discipline, so I'm getting more arrows back. So we're up to here. We're almost at the point where we can go to Bullseye next. Or we can do Critical Shot, which is probably what I will do. Hold on, one short. And I can do that. So we can go even stronger yet. We're already killing most things in the game at the moment. Without really trying, and we're not really... Right, let's have to find a way in.
More arrows from those that use arrows.
I do seem to be getting more, you know, arrows back a lot. So at least I am getting more arrows, but it doesn't mean you get it every single time. It just means you get it back more often, and what you do get, you get more back. But I don't think it means, you know, you're getting them forever and ever, and then. You know, you don't get like every single one back, but you should just get more back than normal. I'll keep the void salts, because the void salts is good for something, I think. There is a way up through here. Just gotta find it. God, it's a maze.
Where'd you come from?
See, it is worth searching. Too late. She's too fast for me. It was worth getting void salts. No, oh, blacks. It's what it's worth emptying these. Oh, let me have that one. Oh, Charles Dickens.
Yes? If you think it'll help.
Void salts are needed to smith up Nightingale armor.
That's it. Yeah, I knew there was something I needed. Vault salts. How am I doing? I'm trying to give her own weapons to me. What an idiot. Yeah, that was it. I was trying to, you know, and I didn't have any. I think I did. Did I smith it up a little bit? Let me have a look. Yeah, I think it is smithed up a bit, but I can only go to exquisite at the moment. So it hasn't gone up a huge amount, but it has gone up a little bit. And I may have done that on the weapons, tried to smith it up a bit as well. So they have gone up a little bit, like 5 or 10, something like that. So I think of things I can give away to her, which I don't really need. I mean, I could give her some of these things here. I could give her some of these. If I, let's see, 25 was what? 24, isn't it? If I give her 24, is that right? 24. There should be 25 left. What's Bisto? Right, okay. Right, there should be a way up here. I mean, I know what you're saying, use clairvoyance. Well, I was going to do that. But we literally got to go up, so we're just looking for an up room. Clairvoyance, isn't it? Alright, clairvoyance. Hang on. Get there in a minute. God, I'm all spiky today. Oh, great. Thank you, Bethesda. Thanks for the memory. But yeah, it's just like you lose yourself in these places, don't you? There should be a way up somewhere. It's either on the elevator. Is that a different one? This is a different one. Alright, I love that. So I mean, how do you work out where you are on air? I mean, is there a map? Well, semi. A little bit. Right, it's toward the middle. Right, it's twiddle. Right, somewhere in that area. Right, okay, we've got to look to see where the enemies are. It could be up a telegraph pole. Right, we've got to find a way through there.
In alchemy, void salts are used for weakness to shock, resist magic, damage health, and fortify magicka.
Marvellous. I wish I could remember all that stuff. I ought to get a book on it. Although it'll take me half an hour to look it up, wouldn't it?
Where'd you come from?
Where'd you come from? Answer the question. Thanks, Sarana. She loves taking it away from me like that. Right, it's there, then it's gone. Whoosh. Look at that, look at that. What a shot that was. Down on her knees, quick before Sarana gets to you. Got it. Got to keep those arrows coming. Right, I'm trying to find a way in. Right. There's a magical portal. Right, don't tell me, I'll work it out. Somehow we've got to get in there. I'd say there's a portal going up, or there's a switch of some sort. Right, here's a switch. Right. Obviously, one of these turnings is going to lead to our destruction. I would say just go forward and keep going forward until it's there. Right, it's here.
Tell Sirana to push you trust the gate.
It's a good idea, actually. What if I could reach in there and like nick anything out of the box? Right, I've got to get there. It could be we've got to go up top and drop down. Clairvoyance, if you could just work once, it'd be nice. Hang on.
Through.
I'm through. Well, I'm through, but I don't think I'm through the bit I want to through. So, I mean, somewhere in these four walls here, there should be a way in. Because it's behind there. It's just finding the correct corridor. Anybody know? What do you mean blue?
Clairvoyance cannot go through gates/doors.
Right. See what I mean? It's like a minefield, isn't it? They like punishing us, Bethesda, don't they? You buy the game, you give them all the love, and what they do is punish you. They,
Above you.
or something, what, above me? Or right above me? Is it right above me, or...? I can't get up there, can I? There is a way, you just got to find it. But it's, you know, it's some long convoluted way. It's...
Where'd you come from?
Right, head for the enemies. That's our best bet. That's what I'd say. Head for your enemies. Petty. Terrible. Wherever you see enemies, that's usually where it's the correct way to go. God, the minefield now. See why people don't like the Soul Cairn? They want to get out there as fast as possible. This is why. It's because it's... You know, we don't like puzzles. When did puzzles come into RPGs? Well, I suppose they always did, didn't they? We just got to find an alternative route. Of all these routes I've been to, we've got to find one we haven't been to. I'll keep talking until I submit. There's obviously some hidden pathway there to hell and back, isn't it? I mean, I know what you're saying, I'm just going in any direction. Right, okay, right, let's look at the map. Is there any kind of clue? Right, there's a great big hole thing there. Right, that's it. Okay, right, okay, I found it. That, I do believe, may be outside, and we've got our stand on it. There it is. I'm a genius. Thank you. I worked out. I stopped, thought for 2 seconds. That was enough. Oh no, I didn't bring myself enough soul huskies. Cobblers. Got one short now. Thank you. Hooray! Wow, look at that. Suddenly it just... Oh, God. Just that. Can't follow me up here, can she? Right, okay, I'll just eat something. Always drop a coach. Except they're all nice, all these. I'll drop the crab meat. Oh, I could have ate it. Right, anything else? I could drop that, but I quite like those. When I drop that, yeah, the Arvak skull. I got it! Suddenly the mind cleared, the brains summon Arvak and right out of here. Wow, what a genius! I can't believe I just thought of that. Suddenly I'm mindless genius. Alright, okay, thank you very much, thank you. Wish I could just like leap straight there, that'd be fun, wouldn't it? Right, okay, back we go then. Come, Serana. Look at that, how did that happen? Went the whole stream, I couldn't think. And then suddenly, two things leaped into my head quicker than a rat's elbow.
And then you try to kill Arvak.
Well, I don't think he can die. He's already dead. I don't think you can die, Ghost. I mean, I'm just making it up mine as I go along, because I've no idea if I'm right or not. But I got a feeling that he's unkillable, but I could have just, you know, made that up, because I'm not actually sure. Oh God, this horse riding thing. I'll tell you what.
You can unsummon him.
Well, I can just keep summoning him, so I don't see. You know, I think that's basically what it is. I'll just keep summoning him. If he dies, I'll summon him back. It's just a question of summoning, isn't it? Are you the man with the truck? No, you're a woman. Right, and then we'll just ride him up the hill. I'm sure we can't break him by going up here, can we? It'd be just fun to see if this worked. Probably could come out with some gut-wrenching... Alright, okay. Right, yeah, I wonder if I can get him to fall off of here. I'm sure I can. I won't risk it. You know, I like the guy too much. Right, couldn't carry some stuff, could you? I just didn't want him to say goodbye yet. Arvak. You know, okay. Oh, it always makes me sad when he does that. Right then, there must be something I can drop. Well, it's going to have to be food. Alright, it's going to be a goat wheel then. That cut me in two, that did. We're all cheese fanatics in Skyrim. If you're not a cheese fanatic in Skyrim, you're not a true Skyrim player. Cheese makes the world go round, that's why they're around. May have just made that up now. That's it, go on pick something up as soon as you come up here and make yourself heavier. Yeah, that's a good idea actually. I think I'll do that. I'm not though. I'm just pretending to. But there's loads of free loot here. But I won't pick up just in case. Right, okay. Why it says I'm going to the top. Right, okay. I've got to go back to Dexion. Dexion, so we've got to get out now. This is the bit I hate, is we've got to get out. Do you know, I always hate coming back here. Until, what, when you get the balcony door, oh, hang on, there is a balcony door, isn't there? When you get to the balcony door, it's alright, but when you don't have the balcony door, trying to get in this place after coming in here once, and you haven't gone to the balcony, it's like a nightmare scenario, trying to go down all the alleys you remember going through in the first place. But luckily, once you've finally got here, you don't have to go through that process again. Right, let's go back. We've got about another half an hour or so to go. So let's bring this back to Dexion. And if this don't bring me out right outside Fort Dawnguard, I'll blow up. Well, oh God, I've run out of water. I tell a lie, there's a tickle. That's it, we just get a tickle. Right then, we should all be clear of the dreaded disease. I'm just checking it, just in case. Right, let's go back to Dexion. What day is it? Well, I'll tell you what, let's make it daytime, so at least there's a resemblance of light coming in. You know, coming down in from the top. How are you all? If you're enjoying the stream, by the way, don't forget to like and subscribe. But I have been a bit silly today. Sorry about that. I apologise, but I blame that on Hogwarts. Driving me mental the other day. There was a time to throw a controller out the window. That was the one. But apart from that, you know, I've loved the game. It's just that has kind of ruined it. Because it's Queen Kale. Queen Kale, how are you? We just did the most exciting mission you've ever seen in your life, and you just missed that. How do you spell it? Keo. I think it's CIO. Yeah. CIO. Queen Kale. I was like when you come in because I get a chance to practice it. Although if I'm saying it wrong, please tell me. But I will sit by you. For some reason my torch goes out for some reason. How come my torch goes out when I sit down?
Soul Cairn.
I'm mystified by that. Why did I do that? I could have just done that. I can't sit down with a torch. Are you kidding me? Hang on, I've lost him. See, this is why I need a torch. Oh, there he is. Dexion. Sorry about disturbing your sandwich there.
I trust your journey was successful?
It was. I bought the Elder Scrolls.
I'm sorry, my friend. I can no longer be of use in this matter.
I went all that way, Dexion. You know, ranging my way to success. Why? What's happened, Dexion? Have you gone totally blind?
It's my fault. In my haste to read the first scroll, I neglected the careful preparation required. I thought I'd be able to allay the after effects, but I was wrong. Now I am paying for it.
I can see that covering on your eyes, are you?
Blind? Yes, I'm afraid so.
Can I help you? Can I? Butterfly collecting time. Yes. Can anything be done to help you? Do you want to borrow one eye?
No. It will have to run its course. And there's always the chance I may never recover.
Sorry, I'm being silly today. Well, then we're finished then. That's it. It's all over between us.
No, there is another way.
Oh, isn't it?
The question is, how much are you willing to risk to find Oriel's bow?
Everything. I'm a ranger, and I want a bow. It's my prized possession. Although I never use it, actually. Every time I get it, I never use it. Am I stupid or not? I must be stupid. What do I need to do? That's because I can craft one that's better.
I can't guarantee you'll be free from harm. Becoming blind could be the least of your worries.
Well, don't worry about that. Just tell me.
Scattered across Tamriel are secluded locations known only as Ancestor Glades. There's one in Skyrim in the Pine Forest.
Yeah?
Performing the ritual of the Ancestor Moth within the glade should provide the answers you seek.
Okay. Explain this ritual.
My granddaughter loved the moth scene.
Really? Yeah. Yeah, it's nice.
It involves carefully removing the bark from a caterpillar, which will in turn attract ancestor moths to you. Once enough of the moths are
full, that tea you are drinking?
Provide you with the second sight needed to decipher the scrolls.
I think I've been drinking silly tea, Goose. I think. Carefully gather the bark. Do you know what? I think I've got this. The canticle thing, and I thought, what did I use that for? I couldn't remember what it was for. I was looking on my 360 and I thought, canticle? What was that for? Did I not hand it in or something?
You must use a specific tool in the Ancestor Glade, an implement known as a draw knife. Every moth priest is taught this ritual, but few ever get the chance to perform it. You should consider yourself fortunate if it works for you.
Sorry, all sorts of thoughts are going inside my head. Do I need to read the scrolls in any particular order?
From what I saw in the vision, the Elder Scroll which foreshadows the defiance of the gods with the blood of mortals...
Just for scraping a tree.
Yeah. Well, obviously. I know that goes. I'm not thick. I've lost my brain cells, but it doesn't mean I say I'm thick. It is normal for a moss priest to go blind, but thanks anyway for mentioning the fact that I was thick. Is it normal for you to go blind?
Sadly, yes.
Is it the moths?
It is the inevitable fate we agree to pursue when reading the Elder Scrolls. It generally does not occur until a moth priest is in his latter years.
Oh, thank goodness.
In my case, I simply was not preparing myself properly.
Should have worn the correct glasses.
Deciphering one of the Elder Scrolls is nothing like reading a simple book. There is quite a bit of ritual and concentration required. It can take months or even years to complete a single scroll, and even then, months to recover.
It's taking me more than that. There's a moth related to Serana. Here's a moth. How's a moth related to the Elder Scrolls anyway? Oh, that's a good question. How is a moth related to the Elder Scrolls? What's moth got to do with them?
Well, as I'm sure you've figured out by now, it's no mere coincidence that we're named Moth Priests.
You don't say.
The voice of the Ancestor Moth has always been an integral part of reading the Elder Scrolls.
Well, they barely make a sound, let alone speak.
Oh, the moths don't literally read the scrolls, but they maintain a connection to ancient magic that allows the Moth Priests to decipher them.
Wow,
if you listen closely when you find the glade, you should be able to hear their song, a soft, harmonious trilling. It's through this ancestral chorus that the moths tap into a form of primal augur and become a conduit for deciphering the scrolls.
Wow, it's amazing. How does that help the Moth Priest?
By having the ancestor moths close to the Moth Priest, they can utilize the conduit and share the moth's augury. Only the most resilient of priests can do it this way. It takes years of practice to interpret the harmony.
It's probably like it's probably like they got a bit stuck in the Elder Scrolls. Oh God, how are we gonna proceed? You know, we've got to have some of the kind of does some kind of conduit. What about Moth Priests? Yeah. Well, what about moths? Yeah, moths are good. Yeah, I tell you what, I'll call them the Moths Priest. And then somebody went like that, put the two together, and ended up with Moth Priest. Brilliant. That's what you call writing. Then how do I even stand a chance, Dexion, being serious?
You've come this far, and you've found several Elder Scrolls. Whether you believe it or not, the scrolls have a mind of their own. If they did not want you to find them, they would not allow it. Because of this, I strongly believe you were meant to hear the ancestral chorus. Only one way to find out.
There's only one problem, is if they do make any kind of trilling, I won't be able to hear it because I cannot hear very high-pitched sounds. Like alarm clock going off. I can't hear that. Especially if it's a beep beep, one of those things. I can't hear it. How do you know about the Elder Scrolls, Dexion?
Not as much as I would like. Even after spending decades of my life in study of the Elder Scrolls, they remain a great mystery to me. It's true for most of my brothers in the Order as well. We don't really know where the scrolls came from or who wrote them. What we do know is that some are born with the special gift to read the Elder Scrolls. These chosen few can divine events of the past and future within the scrolls, though in time it drives us to blindness. I'm afraid there's not much more to tell. Even today, the Elder Scrolls remain a great enigma.
You do right there. What do they do exactly, Moth Priests? Collect moths?
It is our sacred duty to study the Elder Scrolls. We read these ancient scrolls of prophecy in order to divine the future, and we use that knowledge to aid the Emperor. Sometimes we venture out into the world in search of more scrolls for our library at the White Gold Tower. That is the very purpose that first brought me to Skyrim.
Right. I don't know why I was laughing, to be honest.
It is the great spire at the heart of the Imperial City.
I know,
among the tallest towers in all of Tamriel.
Yeah, you're right
there. The lower floors are home to the Imperial Council, and the Order of Moth Priests occupies the middle floors.
Does it really?
The tower suffered damage in the recent war with the Aldmeri Dominion, and is not what it once was. I hope one day to see it restored to its former glory.
Well, let's hope so, Dexion.
Good luck. I hope you find the answers you seek.
I quite like Dexion. Right, then, does that mean you're leaving us for now, Serana, please?
Yes.
Does it bother you that we're working against your father, by the way? I mean, he is your father, even though he is ugly.
I can't say it surprises me. I kind of figured we were heading for this someday. I just didn't know when.
Will it be hard for you if we have to kill him?
If. I've been assuming that's where all this is going. I've been trying to make my peace with
Do you want
it.
me not to kill him?
Come on. We can talk about this another time.
What, this is the wrong time, is it? Alright. Well, come with me, Serana, and we'll try and sort that problem out for you. We'll talk to your father, have a good talk to him. See if we can talk him out of this madness. If not, we'll kill him. No offence to your father. Right, so I would like to apologise to everybody that you know about the fact that I'm being stupid all of a sudden, but sometimes it just comes. I just can't stop laughing. I don't know. There's nothing really coming in my head. It's just like the laughter thing kicks off. So I would like to apologise to true Skyrim fans and all the lore. I know there's a party going on. Probably a dragon attack. I do love this game, and I don't try to. I'm not trying to make a joke out of it. It's just that things make me laugh sometimes, and I can't help it. I can't withhold it. It's always a job to get out of this place, isn't it? It's like it's a solid brick wall between us. Right. Please do a better map next time, Bethesda. It's like, I mean, see, so whoever he goes for the mod with the map. It's like a nightmare, isn't it? So I'd say probably the best thing to do is use clairvoyance and hope to God that works. That's not clairvoyance. Please, we've only got half an hour left. Is it possible clairvoyance will finally work? After I've picked a couple of flowers. Running a little bit short on these. Right. Right that way. Take us the long road.
Coming out of your ears.
Never should have come here.
Where'd you come from?
What do you mean fur coming at me? What are you talking about?
Not quite good enough for you.
What's going on? What was that all I was going to say? I thought for a minute, somebody had angered somebody. Get back, you fishes! Oh, sorry. I may have hit a soldier there. Vampire dust. A couple of arrows. Nord arrows. Early on that's worth picking up, but not now. Right, alright, don't shoot at me. Hang on.
Need something?
Whew, that's a lucky escape. I thought it was like a dragon for a minute. And look at... Well, I don't really do anything. I won't pick that up. I'm already too heavy. Serana?
Oh, what is it? This better not be all the things you just can't be bothered with.
Unfortunately, it is the things I can't bother with. But you vowed to help me out in this time of troubles in Tamriel. I'll tell you what, I'll give you the shield then, but please give me it back, or else.
Stop doing whatever you are doing and empty inventory.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. Harmony. You can have the harmony. Don't want to give you that. I'll tell you what, I'll give you the books. Deal or no deal? I've got 3 of them. I can't remember having all 3. I can't remember ever having all 3, to be honest, but then again I could be totally wrong. But I think you must get rid of them fairly quick. Oh, we'll have that one. Get rid of that one. Right, I need to get rid of a little bit of stuff. Right, I'm going to drop all these at home then. Right, well, let's find out where we've got to go. Right, what's the easiest way to get there? Let's clairvoyance our way to it, hopefully.
Elder Scrolls are heavy.
Yeah, I think... Is it 20, is it? I thought they were 10, but I think they're 20, aren't they? Hang on. Oh no, they can't be 20. E. What are they? The Elder Scrolls? The Elder Scrolls? Blood... Could have sworn it was under that. They're under here, aren't they? They must be.
Books.
Books? Oh, that's it. Is it? I don't believe you. How come they're under books? Boy, oh yeah, that's a good point. Oh yeah, 20, yeah, I was going to say, that's 60. Christ, I mean, that's a lot, isn't it? Right, let's run. I say get as fast as possible. Right, let's go into this mode. We're still in our... I've never worn the vampire... this armour. Ever. I very rarely ever wear the armours of the game. Only like... If it's slightly better than what I got, I'll wear it. But otherwise I never wear it.
You cannot get rid of them yet.
Oh yeah, well what I'm trying to do is unlock the location. Ghost, you know, there's a little bit of madness in my thought. I'm trying to unlock the location and then run him back. It almost made sense, didn't it? I think that was pretty good. Oh, here we go. Here comes Crippin and Crippin. Right, okay, see how quickly I can do this without missing. There's one! See if I can get up between me. Mind your own business. I'm going to aim a little bit high. Oh, he moved. We'll take that. Right, aim low. Right, okay, now he's got us. Right, it's a bit difficult getting this one. It's not very good now. You've got to kind of aim a little bit low so it goes high. Look at that. Right, now apparently I missed. You're trying to get between the bars.
That'll teach you.
Alright. Well done, Serana. Who threw that kettle? Somebody threw a kettle at me. If I pick it up again, I won't bother to collect the stuff. Yeah. Carry on, Serana. It's only a few rocks. Right, okay, up here. I don't know why I ever go the short way. I should always follow my clairvoyance nose. I'm getting there, unlocking the location, then going home, depositing everything I carry. I've gone wrong, haven't I? No, I haven't.
Serana got robbed.
Sorry, I got rocked. Right, okay, don't worry.
Lucky hit!
I'll give you a rocking. Don't like you, madam. Bye bye. Tough luck, madam. Sir. Bad luck there. That was a good try. I'm far too quick for you. I'm far too quick for you as well. Bad luck. Soul gems, not a chance. Right, I'm looking for a dead body. Look at that. I managed to track that one down. Staff sparks. I mean, Saruman probably want that one. But we're not Saruman. And I'm not going to say his name either. Because he'd probably be an enemy if he were a ranger. If he were Arvak, we'd definitely be against him. Just follow this fox, it might lead us some treasure.
Of the 10 races in the game.
10 blacks for it. I'll say you need 10 black soul gems for any of the 10 races in the game. What? What, for this? Is that right? I mean, I take it you are right. I haven't picked many flowers, but then again we've been mostly stuck in a depressed place. It kind of messes with your mind, doesn't it? It's the one blotch on the whole quest line. Because this is rather a nice quest. This whole vampire journey. You know, they did it in. I think they did it in Morrowind as well. It was an add-on, where they had vampires and werewolves, and they've kind of kept that tradition going. Oh, there it is. And so they kind of kept it going in this, but they tend to do it as an add-on. For killing any enemy in the game, you're collecting souls. You need black soul gems. Right, and let's see, how many have I got? I'm collecting a few black soul gems on this. On my original character, my god, I'm getting loot on. No, oh, hang on, I shouldn't have come in. Right, hang on, Serana, I was supposed to go back, so now that I've done the location, I've got to go back and fulfill my promise I made, which is to take these back. Okay, we've unlocked the location, let's go back, dump all our gear, back at the beautiful Breeze Home Manor. You know, Ranger would live humbly. He wouldn't want to get the biggest house possible, because they're not like that. They want something that's efficient, does the job, and does a bit of crafting now and again. We could do a little bit of crafting, but I'll do that. Well, I say I'll do it after the stream. I probably won't. Hello, Lydia. How are you? Did you come back then? I thought you were...
Honored to see you again, my Thane.
Are you the one that we thought we'd lost? Or was that another character? It could be another character. Right then. Let's deposit everything we have in our deposit box. I don't think we're using bolts. I don't think a ranger would use bolts, would he? So we're going to get rid of bolts. We'll have to keep that. And also I smithed that up. It's now 12. And you'd be impressed. I mean, I could get rid of the dagger, to be honest. Oh yeah, that was right, yeah. I'll tell you what, I don't really need that, do I? Because we're getting soul gems. So I'll actually drop that. Those I like to keep on me. I'll try and do something so just a weighted one. But I tend to keep these because if I don't keep these, I'll just lose them. And I like to keep that for conversational purposes. That I'll put away. I'll probably give that away as well because I'm never ever using it. That, I'll do a lighter version of that as well. I'd wear that, but the trouble is it wouldn't look so good, would it? With a full set.
Did I join back a little bit too late?
Yeah, well, we're about a quarter of an hour away from the end. I am thinking of possibly trying that Breath of the Wild again from the beginning. So I might do that, but it's probably looking like Monday if I'm going to do that. I'll see how it goes. I think I found the problem, but then again I might not have. I sometimes do. I usually put potions in a different place. I usually put ingredients in a different place. But that's, on my 360 I'm very, very organised, but on everybody else I'm a little bit less so. I like to keep that in case there's a load of them come in and, you know, want to get rid of them rapidly. Cheese, I think we'll get rid of the cheese. Proving far too heavy. And then I'm going to reduce these. But with the kind of characters what I'm doing now, I'm doing so many, I kind of ain't got time to go and do all this kind of tidying up business. I just like to have 2 of each just in case. Whoops. Just in case I just cough something up quickly. Oops. Probably the oil.
Talking about any armor that has crafting enchantments.
Oh right, okay. On my original one, I usually keep those things slightly separate than the others. They are a little bit separate. So I have the one where I put all the unique items, then I have some of the things that I'm mostly crafting, which are the best ones that I've crafted, and then I keep the other ones that are my practice ones, or previous versions of it. I put them in another chest, so I do kind of organise a bit better on my first one, but I've never really done it too much since, because I'm doing a few different characters and I don't want to keep going, you know, down that thing over and over again, so I tend to just do it on my main ones. Because on my 360 I had to do that because things would slow down drastically if I didn't do that. Alright, I'm going to keep all those there. It really would slow down terribly. Right, what I could do is take all the stuff off of her.
Yes. Alright,
As
let's
quick
see
as
what
I
you
can.
have.
Then we'll whip back, and then that probably is where we'll finish for today. So let's take everything off we don't need. Probably don't need that. Probably don't need that. Don't need that. She probably doesn't need that. I don't know. She could have one of these. I don't know if you want that one now. Might give her a different bow. It's not really her thing, but I should be giving her a staff really. We'll take that off of her. And that. Oh, I don't know that increases her forge. She's honestly carrying that, really. Right, and then we'll take all this. Well, and that. And we'll take one of those. Maybe a couple. So I might hand those in if I can find that guy. I may as well take them all.
Alright, let's see what you have.
Right, hang on. Don't think I took them all. Right. Okay, right. I'll just whip it in there. I don't bother much with the organisation because A, I haven't bothered to upgrade the house. I'm too lazy.
To sell all that stuff in the chest soon.
Yeah. I kind of, sometimes they sit there for very long amounts of time. All depends if I ever get round to it. With so many characters that I've got, unfortunately I don't get round to it as good as I used to. I tend to not have time to do it now, so I tend to just throw them in there and that's it. Books, wasn't it? I normally put books in a separate one as well, but I'm not going to do it on this. I'll keep Behemoth's what's the name on it just for a minute, so it remind me of that particular quest. Because we do that at some point. I like to keep the books for some reason, but only with some characters. Wow, I've still got a lot of stuff. Right, I want to get rid of those, because these weigh one. Definitely that. It's all part of the game, isn't it? Putting stuff in the chest. I will, if I think of it, I'll do a bit of smithing, but I'm not getting much time in a minute because I'm too busy enjoying something. I don't need a journal. Alright, okay, I'll get rid of that for I don't know why I brought out the paper. Such is life. Got that, honestly. Soul gem fragments we'll get rid of.
All those underfilled soul gems.
Yeah. Trouble is, I like the soul gems on me because I like to always have something that I can fill up. And just funny like that. I feel as long as I've got an endless supply of them, I can keep filling them. So that I never ever run out. I think that's it. I mean, that's nearly 100, isn't it? Nearly 100 there. I'll get rid of one of those.
It kind of pains me to see a huge inventory BC. I don't want to sit through trying to find the one item I need.
I'm just going to get rid of all these bar. Right, 2. Same with that. Alright, I think that'll do. That's like nearly 100. Right, come, Serana!
What is... Anything good?
Right, just check. She hasn't got anything. I mean, I'll give her a bow, but I'd give her a staff, but it's my trash. Yeah, I tend to stick it all in one box. I've got less worried about doing organised. I only do it with some characters that I really care about, you know, like I did it a little bit with Randolph. Like I kept certain things away, but I don't go, you know, do it on everything. I'm kind of funny. Let's do a quick save, although I just did a quick save coming out the door. That's a good point. Hang on. Right, back out of the way here, do that. Oh, for a minute I didn't think it was there. Whew. Right, and then we'll think about closing it down. And then if you get to sell Smith, oh yeah. Well, normally I'm doing a little bit all the time in the background, but at the moment I am playing Tears of the Kingdom, and I'll try and stream it. I know it's not everybody's cup of tea, but it's getting ridiculous praise from everybody, the same as Breath of the Wild did, because of the huge amount of stuff in it. The world has been expanded hugely since the last game. The last game is quite big, and it can be really tough. Actually, I didn't mean to come all the way in. It can be pretty tough, that game, I'll tell you. It's only when you work out the little things, you know.
From the look of that chest, you need to do a lot more to that chest.
Yeah. I don't tend to worry about it so much now on the special edition on the console and PC, because they can fill a huge amount. This is Tears of the Kingdom, the new follow-up to Breath of the Wild. It is huge. The first one is huge. It's a massive world with all different regions. There's so much to do. It's incredible. This game is even bigger, because not only is there the normal world, but there is the Sky Islands, and there's a lot of them. And there's also a huge underground, which is almost the size of what the land is. So this game is absolutely huge, humongous. So, and I've been playing that because it is a really good game, I must admit. Breath of the Wild, I didn't think I was ever be a Zelda fan, but Breath of the Wild absolutely sucked me in, and I've never regretted playing that, and I've practically finished the whole thing on Breath of the Wild. Done every shrine, done everything really. I think every shrine, every hidden shrine. Tears of the Kingdom looks like it's knocking Breath of the Wild out of the park. At the moment it's the highest selling, second highest selling game of all time or something. It's ridiculous numbers. It's also sold 10 million, right, in 3 days. 10 million in 3 days. That's the fastest selling game ever made. Apparently there's no bugs in it, and apparently it's getting shocking reviews of 10 out of 10, 9 out all over the place. So if that don't win the game in the year, and I'll be surprised. But I'm finding it a little bit harder than Breath of the Wild. First of all, I'm dying a lot in the moment, but probably because I'm not thinking enough. Anyway, let's not talk about that anymore. Sorry to end on the Breath of the Wild, or Tears of the Kingdom. But yeah, it's a console game. It's a shame it's running on a Switch, and you know, if Nintendo brought those games out on a PC or any other console, they would make huge amounts of money. If it could sell 10 million in 3 days on a Switch, I'm sure it could sell that much again on the others. So they could make massive amounts of money. Why don't they wait 10 years, say, or 5 years, and bring it out on the other stuff? Everybody's going to buy a Switch by then.
About it and you answered.
Yeah. Anyway, let's stop on that. Thank you all for watching today. I'm sorry if I waffled on the end there. Please leave me. But I'm thoroughly enjoying it, and it's stopping me playing everything else. To be honest, I'm not even playing Skyrim in the background anymore. but it is testing my brain a little bit. Thank you very much to these people for coming in today. Hit that like button, subscribe, but ignore the last few minutes of me chatting about that. Thank you to Ghost57. Thank you, Ghost, for coming in and putting up with me, especially putting up with this very sad ending. So thank you, Jeffrey Giordano as well for coming in. Also to Kyle, who popped in as well. Thank you to Jag for coming in. To Chess, thank you for coming in, Chess. Always nice to see you. And it's always nice to see Queen Kioch as well. Have a great day, Queen Kioch. Nice to see you. And I do nip in on Nikoroshi when I can, but I ain't got no time.
No, I said, for any of the 10 races in the game you need black soul gems if you are collecting souls.
Right, okay, so that is part of the one we're doing next, is it, Ghost? Because I know we collect those kind of, you know, things, but I can't remember having to have a black soul gem for 10 enemies or races before. I can't remember having to do that. So maybe we'll just find those every now and again. Maybe they'll just give us those each time we kill each of the different races. They'll give us a black one. I don't know. As long as I've got I don't know. Yeah, maybe that'll happen. So I can't remember that. But anyway, I'll see you all next time. Thank you all for watching today. Next one will be Tuesday with Saruman. I won't say the voice because we're going to do that on Saruman. And Hogwarts Legacy, I will get back to it, but I'm going to give it a break next week. So don't expect one next week.
And then the moths will be attracted to you.
Right, okay. Have I already got it? Is that what I'm going here for? What was it called? The Cantic?
Take care and be safe all.
Yeah, thank you, Ghost. Thank you, everybody, for coming in. Let me just have a look at... I think that's what I'm collecting, isn't it? I think I've got to collect it. Yeah, we've got to find the knife. Okay, so after discovering Dexion has become blind, and we've got to decipher the thing and locate the Aureal's bow, it's been suggested that I might be able to read the scroll myself if I use the ancient technique performed by the original moth priest. I'm now on my way to a place known as the Ancestral Glade to discover the origins of the mysterious ritual. So that's what we'll be doing next time. Thank you all for coming in today, everybody. Are both in this. Okay, right, okay. Thanks everybody. Bye everybody. I'll see you all next time. Bye bye now. Bye. Bye. You. Right. Bye all. Have a wonderful rest of the day. And hit that like button if you want me to get to 500.